what's going on? We are back for another year 5 fantasy football draft. I'm your humble host, Jerron Jones, and we got my man Sam Kirk. What's up, Sam?
What's up, guys? Excited for year 5 here. Really excited for this draft tonight, and I think everyone else is pumped as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am excited about this, man, and we are about to get we're about to get going, man. But I'm definitely happy and definitely cool to see you, Sam. Man, you've been behind the scenes doing some great stuff, man. So I appreciate you with doing that for Inside the Hashers. But let's talk about some draft stuff, man, because this is our 5th year. Sam, you've been in it every year. You had the first title. It's been a while, been a drought, man. I'm wondering how you feeling right now. Do you feel like this is renewance of getting that championship again, or how you feeling, man?
Yeah, definitely a little drought. It's interesting winning the first one because then there's all that expectation every time we do this thing. So
Yeah,
I'm getting that a little bit, but at the same time, I have the number 2 pick this year, so it's a little bit different. I've kind of been in the back end of a lot of these drafts, so I'm excited to see what Ray does leading us off, and that'll kind of
definitely.
give me an option or two.
Definitely. I mean, at least you have one because there's some of us that just got like this close last year
Yeah.
and don't have one. So hey, you got one before the CEO. I mean, it is what it is, man. But I'm actually excited to see this because we got some new players, we got some old players. We introduced them a little bit 2 weeks ago, but we're definitely going to talk about it and do a lot of that stuff today. But man, let's not have you guys waiting anymore. Let's pick the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Ray Roberts on the clock. So Ray, whenever you're ready, you can draft. And then how it's gonna go is we're gonna have a draft board, which I'm about to pull up right here. And on this draft board, everybody picks their players. So you'll see when the picks come in right there. And then once they come in, we're gonna have them come on and talk about their picks, and we're gonna do it just like that, man. Everybody gets 2 minutes. So Ray, your 2 minutes starts, even though you probably don't need it. I mean, do you really need 2 minutes? You had like 2 weeks to figure out what you want, Ray. So but yeah, so let's get that going. So whenever Ray's ready, he's two on the clock. So and let's put Ray on here because he look like he's saying something. What's up, Ray?
It won't let him
It
pick.
won't let me pick, Jerome.
Oh, it won't let you pick. All right, I
No.
think I can select a player for you. Who are you picking for your first pick?
Jonathan Taylor.
Oh man, I don't like you. But yeah, so
See on my phone here, Jerome. The thing is not lighting up, and
Where it says draft.
if you look here, I'm like pushing draft, and it's not doing anything.
there you go. I got it for you. So
Okay.
you got you on there, Ray. And Ray, if you keep having that issue, we will address
You got
that.
it. Okay.
Text for a minute.
Okay.
But Jonathan Taylor, Ray, what made you get Jonathan Taylor for the first overall pick, man?
Well, I mean, there's only him and Christian McCaffrey, who I really hope that he stays healthy this year because I don't wish injury on anybody. But I mean, it was either one of them, 2 or 3 guys. So, I mean, he did all right by me. He was one of the most consistent running backs last year, and I really think that with a better quarterback play, he could actually have a better year. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, he's probably gonna have a good year, and I think that's why I didn't let you start. So I didn't start this draft, of course. But yeah, I got drafted Taylor in there for you. But yeah, I agree with you, right? I think that he Christian McCaffrey is kind of scarce. I had him first overall last year. Didn't play for me the entire year. Luckily, I had a good squad, but Christian McCaffrey is definitely a scary one. So I don't blame you for not picking him. But Jonathan Taylor, I think he's still gonna get the volume, even though Frank Reich tried to say that he wasn't going to, but he's going to. You already know that's gonna happen. So, but Ray, congratulations on your pick. Hopefully, you keep your draft going. You started in the right direction. And I'm kind of mad at you. I was hoping he fell to 4. I know that wasn't gonna happen, but a man can hope. So, all right, Ray. We'll definitely see you later on tonight, man. And
Now I get to take like a 15-minute nap, right?
there you go. Hey, at least you get that back to back.
I do.
Yeah,
You got
do.
it, man.
All right, Ray. Thank you for getting on. All right, Sam. What do you think about the pick?
I was kind of hoping he went the dangerous route there and gave me Jonathan Taylor.
Ray is the one to do the dangerous route, honestly, but he didn't. Right this time, he made the safe pick, the best pick. I don't blame him. And I agree with you. I was hoping that he slipped down. I know Avery was kind of having his eye on him as well. But yeah, I had him last year in Avery's league, and he won me some good games last year. So, but let's look at it right now. You are on the clock right now, so you get to pick your 2 minutes. So your 2 minutes has started. Who you picking, sir?
I'm going to take Christian McCaffrey then and go
All right.
a little
All
bit
right, cool.
riskier route. Obviously you went that last year and it didn't pan out so well. But, when you look at the Panthers this year, just a couple months ago, they were a team that, no one was looking at to be that, effective in the NFC. And now they have Baker Mayfield. And I really like that move for their team. Not this year to win the Super Bowl, but from a statistics standpoint from the offense. I think DJ Moore is going to be able to succeed better. And I think McCaffrey, if he could stay on the field, he's going to have truly a phenomenal year. You could see what Nick Chubb did with Mayfield. I think C-Mac could do, even probably more. And, I think it's worth the risk just going here. This is a guy, when he's been on the field, there's been no question about it. It's not like his injury has hindered himself. It's more the fact that, he's just getting randomly injured. And hopefully this is the year that he, gets 15, 16 games and can be that guy.
No, I agree, man. Just like you viewers know, if you see me looking here and then looking here and then looking here, I got literally 3 screens right now going on right now. So I got my hands full, but I'm ready to do this. I'm happy. I'm excited to do it anyway. So let's get it. But man, yeah, good pick right there. I love it. And we got Avery on the clock. So Avery is on the clock right now. We'll see what he picks. His 2 minutes starts now. But while we're waiting for Avery, what do you think he might pick here, man?
It's just, I feel like one of the tougher spots, in the first 12, I would say 3, you get Taylor and McCaffrey. Oh, there you go. Derrick Henry.
So Avery is driving right now. He is currently in New York. How you doing, Avery? You good, man? Keep that eyes on the road, man.
Man, I'm good, man. I just hit the turnpike, so it's smooth sailing from here on out, But I had to go with consistency, right? I mean, you get Jonathan Taylor, who everybody expects to have a phenomenal year with that offensive line. Obviously, better quarterback play. Michael Pittman coming into his own. And we saw what he did last year, especially the second half of the season. And then Christian McCaffrey, you can't miss if he's healthy, right? It's really, really hard to miss if the guy is healthy. Yeah, I think I just had to go with consistency there. Derrick Henry's been the epitome of consistency. And, it is what it is, So I went with Derrick Henry. There we go.
Nah, I hear you, Avery. Nah, I think that was a good pick. I was kind of hoping you went in a different direction because that was going to be my next pick. So you put me in a little pickle there, man. You doing it in both leagues, man. I don't like this, man. 2 leagues.
Just wait on my second pick.
Oh God. Well, at least I have my pick before you in the second go around. So I had that going for me, but we'll see. Avery, thank you so much for being on, and we'll check you out in a little bit, man. All right, Sam, what do you think about the pick, man?
I like it. I think obviously that's where you would have gone at the 4 spot as well. So I think he did the right thing and probably just the safest route. When you look at Tennessee this year, they lost A.J. Brown. They lost a huge weapon for their offense, and now they're going to rely on Robert Woods and Treylon Burks. So it might be, a little tough for the wideouts in the beginning. And I think Derrick Henry is probably the 3rd best option on the board currently.
Definitely. No, I agree. I'm on the clock right now. So I'm putting on my timer as of right now. Even though I kind of know who I want to get. I'm not happy about it. The 3 guys that I was hoping at least slip to me are not there. So I have an option of either going for a running back and reaching a little bit, or hoping that I can stack up on running backs or get the best receiver. Man. I think I'm gonna go the latter route, and I'm gonna get Cooper Kupp, man. I had him last year in the Avery's league. He did wonders for me. It's crazy how I had Cooper Kupp and Jonathan Taylor in the other league. But yeah, I'm gonna pick him here because I just think that I think on the turnaround, I'm not gonna get the best value, and I think there's good wide receiver depth later, so might not get the best receiver now, and then we'll see what I do the next couple picks. So that's what I'm going there, man.
Yeah,
What do
for
you think
sure.
about that one?
Yeah, no, I definitely like it personally. I might take Jefferson over him just because of the ceiling, and I think he might have a little bit of a higher ceiling. But this Rams team's just going to be as great as
Yeah.
they were last year. Allen
Yeah,
Robinson,
and
I think, should
their
be
offense actually predicates on what Cooper Kupp does. So
For
as
sure.
long as you stay healthy, I mean, he had one full season last year, and you see what he did in that. So I have to bank on what he did last year. So
Yeah, I had him last
All right.
year.
So we got Ned on the clock. His clock starts now. He is right after man. I'm very curious what he does because he already picked. So let's get Ned right on. All right, Ned, man, what's up, man? You got Eckler, man, right here, and I was debating getting Eckler. I didn't, but what made you pick him?
So for me, I mean, I didn't expect him to be available at this spot. I think that he's just in a very good situation. I think he doesn't have a very long injury history. And just the way that my strategy kind of goes, I'm looking to get some value running backs early. And I think that Austin Eckler is in a good position. PPR, I think he's going to get a lot of receptions while he might kind of go down on touchdowns this year. I think he's just got a great opportunity with second year Justin Herbert, and I'm banking on him.
No, definitely. Hey, man, I think it was a great pick. You can't go wrong with the receiving and running threat of him. We got some picks going mighty fast, so we're gonna get into those in a second. But Sam, what do you think about the pick of Eckler right there, man?
Yeah, no, I definitely think it. I think he kind of got that last tier 1 running back possibly, and when you look at the Chargers offense this year, the ceiling's probably the AFC title game. So I expect big things from Eckler. And, he's a guy that says to fantasy owners out there, draft me. There's not a lot of players that say that. So, Austin Eckler, smooth pick.
Definitely. All right, Ned, thanks for getting on, man. Good luck for the rest of the season, man.
Thanks, guys.
All right, we going fast and furious. So we're going to get into our next pick. And that was Lewis, my guy Lewis. He's not going to be on right now. But he picks Justin Jefferson. He wasted absolutely no time picking him. Sam, what do you think about that pick?
I think it's a great pick, and we kind of see both these former LSU guys go off the board here, and I think they're very similar. It's hard to pick one over the other. And I saw Joe Burrow interview the other day when he was asked pick one, and he couldn't. Jamar Chase is his teammate. If he's not saying Chase, you probably thinking JJ might have the little upper edge. So. I don't know. I love both of them as wideouts, and I think Jefferson has a little bit higher of a fantasy volume, just considering he's on a worse offense.
I agree. You guys know me from either podcast or just listen to me and everything. You know how much I love Chase. I like Chase actually as a football player. I like him better than Jefferson, but Jefferson is more polished. He's more seasoned. He got more proof behind him. But the next guy just got picked right after him is Chase. So I'm going to pick Devontae on because you picked Chase right there, man. What made you get Chase right there instead of maybe some running backs or a different receiver?
Well, I wanted just Jefferson first, but clearly Lewis took it already. But I wanted Chase. Is like if you looked up last year, you've seen how the numbers he put up, and he was like I think he was top 5 receiver last year. Ended up taking the Bengals to the Super Bowl with Joe Burrow. So I think he's gonna give me points to beat all of y'all. So he's gonna
snuck that in there.
All right. Well, thank you for getting on here, Mr. Newbie. Think he's gonna win it all as a newbie. It happens, man. We had it before twice already, so it can happen. So good luck to you, man. I know you like the LSU guys, so we'll see about who you're gonna pick next. I'm keeping an eye on you, boy. I know your secret. All right, man. All right, next up we have Chris. So Chris, you are on the clock because your time starts now. And while Chris is picking, Sam, who you think would be a guy that he could pick here?
I feel like it's been pretty, usually there's a mix up in this draft, and usually there's something crazy that happens within the first 6 or 7. And I honestly think these guys right here in front of me, this is the top 7 that I almost would put down on paper. But Chris here, I think he has to go with the ceiling of Najee Harris if he really would love a running back.
It was honestly it was between he picked already. All right, let's get him on. I'm not gonna say who I was gonna get now because he didn't pick him. So Chris, what's going on, man? You got
what's up, guys?
The boy Diggs there, man. How you feeling about that pick?
Listen, long story short, the last time we did the selection show, I made a promise that under no circumstance I would take a wide receiver in the first round. I clearly misread the situation, thinking a lot of people were going to go running back, which would leave me Jamar Chase at the number 8 spot. So once that happened, at that point, it either came down to him and Devontae. I trust Josh Allen and the amount of volumes that they're going to be throwing the football, and the connection between Stephon Diggs was building over the last 3 seasons now, as opposed to just, even though they've been teammates before, but that was back in college, over Devontae and Derek Carr.
Definitely. I like to say that I'm glad to see that I'm the trendsetter right here, because I'll pick wide receiver and then everybody started picking wide receiver afterwards. So I'm the trendsetter. It makes me feel good about that. But I hear you, man. I mean, once wide receivers start getting picked, I think last year it was the sense where, like, I think the first 6 were running backs and then receivers went. Now it's like running back, receiver, and then everybody's like, wait, let me get my receiver now, because you might want that number 1 guy. So I understand. I mean, I was in the same position as you guys, so I get it.
Sorry, Jamar. Maybe next year.
All right, before you take you off, I want to know about the hat, man. You got to explain the hat.
Oh, it's a captain's hat. Obviously, we have the draft tonight. I'm the captain running the ship, and I'm picking my crew members.
Wow. Okay. I am your captain now. Look at me. I am your captain now.
I'm the captain.
All right, Chris. Thanks for getting on, man. We talked to you later.
No problem.
All right, we have Mr. Darius on the clock, so his clock starts now. And we think about here, man. What are you thinking? Because this is like, what can you do here now? It's like some of the top tier guys are going. What would you do, Sam?
Yeah, it's tough. I honestly, I kind of said something about Najee earlier, but I like Joe Mixon better than him. I think Joe Mixon right here, it's a guy that I would love to take. Cincinnati last year, their passing attack was kind of just the star of the show when you look at the Bengals, but their run game was phenomenal throughout the postseason and through the regular season. There's Debo. Okay.
And the pick is on. So we got Mr. Darius, so I'm going to bring him on right now. Darius, you going against the running back trend. You getting on a wide receiver trend, man. How you feeling about
I wanted to go Stephon Diggs so bad. When Chris picked him, I was punching. I had a whole strategy. And I was not going running back. I wanted Stephon Diggs. I knew Jamar Chase. I knew those guys was going to come off the board early. So I'm like, if I can get Stephon Diggs, perfect. He picked Stephon Diggs. I went Debo. I mean, I think Debo going to have a good year. Got the money contract. And like how San Fran uses him, he's not just a wide receiver. He's an athlete. Yeah. So he can get touches any way, if it's rushing, if it's even throwing the ball, catching the ball. So I think for me, that's just going to be wide receiver 1. And we're just going to have to hope that, he stays healthy enough for me to make a run.
No, I agree with that, man. And yeah, I see it, man, because I could see what you're talking about with the running factor into it too. And like, not a lot of people think about that, but that's big right there, that running factor with him and being able to get running points too. So even though he's a receiver, so that's great, man. I mean, yeah, I'm sorry you didn't get Diggs, but hey, you might have somebody that might pit up almost the same, man.
We'll see. Only time will tell.
Only time will tell, man. It's always like that with draft, man. This is what I love about the draft. You never know what's gonna happen. You never know. So, all right, Darius, thanks for getting on, man. We're talking to you very soon because you'll be up really, really fast, man. All right, cool. Sam, what do you think about that pick? While pit on the clock for Lucas.
I definitely think it's an interesting pick, but there might be a lot of mouths to feed on that Niner offense. I mean, Debo, he's a high usage player, and there's a high chance of injury when that happens. And obviously, I took a guy that has a high chance of injury as well, but I don't know. I just think the running backs that were there at the time, I probably would have snatched them up, kind of like we're going to see right here with Gianluca. But yeah, Debo's not a bad pick though. He deserves to be in the round 1, early 2nd area.
Definitely. All right, as you see, we got picks coming in, and Gianluca, man, Dalvin Cook, man, wow.
Yeah.
He's gonna come this far to you?
No, I did not expect there to be a wide receiver run like this so early.
Yeah,
I thought I was gonna be picking Stephon Diggs or like Debo or something. Did not expect.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm happy though. I'm loving it.
Hey man, yeah. Hey, that running back run, I kind of seen it's gonna happen soon. Soon as I seen the wide receiver run, I was like, oh man, I don't know. So we got some picks coming in now, man. It's looking, it's going hot and heavy, man. But let's get you off and get somebody else on. But John Luca, we'll definitely talk to you in a little bit. I'll let you get some strategy in right now. All right, man.
All right, I got you. Yeah, I gotta think.
Yeah. All right, so let's get Mr. Who is that? That's Darren. So Darren's not on right now. He's having some internet issues right now, but he isn't here. He got the back-to-back. So let's just talk about the first one pick right now. Nick Chubb, man. Nick Chubb being picked right here. How you feel about that, man?
I definitely like it. I mean, it's interesting to see that kind of running back run go off here, but again, like a guy that me and you talked about earlier, Najee Harris. I don't know. I really, it's interesting to see Cook, Chubb, Swift, and Barkley taken all before him, and we'll talk to these people. But it is very interesting so far, and we kind of had a normal start, but I think things are changing a little bit here.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I'm behind on my picks. So while I'm behind on my picks over here, let's get Matt on the board. Matt, you are on. Let's talk about your back-to-back, man, because you got two running backs right there. Looks pretty solid, man. How you feel about your picks?
Yeah, man. I mean, I hear what Sam was saying about Najee. I'm a little worried about him when he talked about a Liz Frank injury recently coming out. I don't think it's too serious, but like there's like a group of guys here, so I'm like, well, I'd rather take a couple guys I know are healthy. In this league with the PPR being such a crucial part of it, I want to get two really good pass catchers. So I like Swift and Barkley.
Definitely, man. Hey, man, you got two good guys. I mean, we'll see what Barkley does. I think he'll have a better year. I know he's been injured the last couple of years. Last year he played a little bit, but it wasn't that good. Sam, you know all about him. Maybe you could give us a little insight on how he's doing right now. But and then Swift, I think Swift's definitely a good one. I think you picked these guys right at the perfect spot, and for somebody to have the turnaround, that's probably like one of the best picks right there, 2-2. So, all right, Matt, thanks for getting on, man. We're gonna have to get you on the next some time, man. You're gonna have some time for your next pick, man.
I'll be napping for a little bit. I'll check y'all later.
All right, man. All right. So Sam, like I was saying, just get some insight on Barkley, man. How you, as a Giants fan, I know you probably hear and see him a lot more than any of us all. What's your take on him and how he's doing right now?
You know, I'm excited for him this year. I think he's one of the players definitely in the first two rounds that could easily, potentially finish as a top 5 RB. And when you look at the Giants right now, he's pretty much the only consistent thing in their offense that's going to, give them a shot to score touchdowns and to move the ball down the field. And, Kenny Golladay wasn't a guy that really did anything for them last year. And I don't think they like him too much in New York. And it's kind of a shame to see that. And, Kadarius Toney doesn't stay healthy, but if Barkley does, he's going to be everything that the Giants run their offense through. And, his rookie year, he had 90 catches. If he gets close to that this year, the pick's going to be worth it at this spot.
Definitely. No, I agree. All right, we got Adams that's on now. That's from Darren. Adams in the second round. Sam, what do you think about that? I mean, I think people kind of sleep on him because now he's on a team with a lot of weapons. What's your take on him and how you think he's going to deal with being with Derek Carr instead of Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, honestly, I feel like you could make a case that I would take Adams over Debo in this scenario, just being the fact that I think the Niners will be a kind of do-it-all offense, a lot of play action. Elijah Mitchell, I could see.
A lot of running, too.
A lot of running with Mitchell. And, I just think that Devontae Adams reuniting with Derek Carr, they played in college together. People are forgetting about that. Like, that is a valuable thing to have. And, he had that connection with Aaron Rodgers, and I don't think there's going to be too much of a drop-off being that connection standpoint. So being that he's a short yardage guy, I don't think he's going to change too much, fantasy wise.
Definitely. All right. As we get John Luca back on the board, Darius, your 2-minute clock is starting. So don't think you had that whole time, man. I'm keeping eyes on that. You take right away. Let's get John Luca on real quick. Hey, man, you came back and got Mixon. How you feeling about that?
Dude, I love this running back stack. I think the middle round wide receivers are fantastic. Just double down on running backs right now.
Yeah, no, I think that was a great idea. Especially in that position, like we said, we got that wide receiver run. So I would do that same thing, man. Sam, what do you think about the pick?
Yeah, no, for sure. I said something about Mixon earlier, and I think he's due for a great year. And I think of all the people who've had 2 picks so far, I really love what you did and just double down the running backs like you did.
Definitely. All right, Chris, you are on the clock, so your 2 minutes starts now. And John Luca, thanks for getting on. We're gonna get Darius back on the clock or on the board right now. Darius, you taking a tight end? Whoa!
You gotta,
Tight end
you
on the
gotta,
board.
you gotta shake it up, man. You gotta shake it up. Travis Kelce. The thing is with the tight ends, after Kelce, Kittle, and Andrews, and then you can kind of throw Kyle Pitts in there. There's really a drop of the tight ends who are consistently going to give you a minimum of 15 points just based off targets and like a touchdown a game. Like after those guys, it's kind of like you got Hawkinson, you got Dalton Schultz and those guys, but Kelce, Andrews, and like I said, Kittle, those are like 3 guys for sure who you can always count on week in and week out to really help you get points. So that's why I went Kelce early. I wanted to grab him early. So,
Okay.
And you're welcome, Chris.
You gotta go out and pick next. But we'll definitely see how you do it, man. All right, Darius, we're gonna get you off. So when you think about Kelce right there, I think before I let you go, I think Kelce's I don't think he's gonna have a better year because obviously Tyreek Hill helped out, get him open a lot. But I think he's gonna still be a future guy. I mean, you got a whole bunch of question marks at receiver now without Tyreek Hill. What's your take on that?
Yeah, no, I mean, he's wide out one of an offense that's, potentially a top 5 offense. And I think people are underrating the acquisition of Juju. And I think, the fact that he was a successful receiver in Pittsburgh, people are kind of forgetting. And now he's going to play with arguably one of the most talented quarterbacks that we've seen. And I'm excited for Juju to kind of get his shot again. And I think that might help Kelce, kind of become a better fantasy player than he was last season.
Definitely. All right, Zavante, you are on a clock, but let's get Chris in because he just got his pick in. Chris, Najee Harris. I mean, that was the spot that Sam said that Najee Harris could go in the front, and now you got him in second. How you feel about that pick, man? How you feeling right now? You are on mute, sir.
Well, I am muted. Oh, excuse me. Well, Jerome, first of all, I got to thank you because you started the wide receiver trend, which means we had like 4 or 5 straight picks for wide receivers, which means a lot of good running backs fell into the second round. So at that point, I knew I was either going to get my shot at either Alvin Kamara or Najee Harris. As much as I love the versatility of Alvin Kamara, that offensive line on the Saints scared me. Because remember, they lost Trevon Armstead. Trevor Penning just got hurt. And not to mention, Najee Harris just came off not Najee Harris. Kamara did come off a season riddled with injuries. So I'm going to go with the younger running back, second year in a Pittsburgh offensive line that's gelling a lot better. And I'm just going to go with a lot more tougher runner.
All right. I like it, man. I like it. I mean, he's definitely a guy that I was kind of hoping slipped a little bit, and he didn't. I mean, it is what it is. That's how the draft rolls. But hey, man, good pick right there, for real. Good pick.
Hey, listen, the way this is going, you might get a good running back at the end of this.
I might. I got a couple of guys I'm eyeing right now, so we'll see. We'll definitely see. But thanks, Chris, for getting on, man, and good luck with your draft, and we'll see you in a little bit. And so right now we got a couple of picks that are in. Ned, you are currently on the clock, so you can go. Let's get these guys in real quick. So let's get, who was that? Zavante, you are next. Zavante getting Chase and now Aaron Jones. How you feel about that, man?
A little upset kind of because I don't want to get Najee Harris, but I had a plan at the end of the day though. Aaron Jones, he's an athlete at the end of the day, and I know not only can he run, he can also catch, he can throw the ball. So his versatility is gonna help me just echo points. So I'm happy with that pick though.
Oh, and I'm sorry for kind of I'm so mad right now. My pick was next, and somebody picked a guy that I wanted right before me, but we get to it. Zavante, man, good luck with everything. We'll see you soon, man. All right, let's get to our next pick. And that was Lewis, so he's not on right now, but he picked Mark Andrews, the second tight end pick right now. Sam, what do you think about the last two picks?
Very interesting. I think Jones is a guy that also might benefit off of Devontae Adams potentially leaving, and Green Bay just having a younger and less experienced receiving core. I think they're going to have to just rely more heavily on their run game. So I like what Devontae did, and he has two electric players, and I think it was a good pick for where it was at.
No, I agree. It was definitely a great pick, man. All right, and Adams. Right there, what do you think about that one?
Yeah, Mark Andrews. I think Mark Andrews might have been a reach here a little bit potentially, just based on the fact that I don't think he has as good of a ball distributor as Kelsey does. Like Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews definitely have a connection, but I think J.K. Dobbins is really going to get his shot to kind of just be a very important piece in the offense. Lamar still runs a lot too, so I don't know. I think taking a tight end that early, it's just something that I'm personally kind of against.
Definitely. All right, cool. No, I agree. All right, let's get Ned in, because Ned definitely just sniped me. Where's Ned on here? Oh, there he is. Ned, you sniped me, man. You sniped me. Ugh.
No, I mean, hey, great man.
I had him last year in this league, and he did wonders as a rookie. That's the reason why I didn't need Christian McCaffrey last year. I was hoping one pick away. Oh, Ned. Tell me why you picked him there, man.
I mean, hey, great minds think alike.
Yeah, you're right.
But here we go. So I'm between, obviously, Kamara, Fournette, and Javonte there. Personally, I don't believe that Kamara makes it come playoff time. I think he will be suspended this season. That's just me. And with Fournette, I think he could have a great season. He's in a great offense. But I think with Javonte, the upside there, when the other running back there, Melvin Gordon, is telling reporters, don't draft me in fantasy, you got to imagine that Javonte is going to have a year. So, I'm going with the upside there.
No, definitely, man. You did a great job, man. Snipe me, for real. Thanks, Ned, for getting on. All right, so I'm next. I already know who I'm picking because, it's either I messed my own. I messed the board up. Because now I can't get the guy I wanted. One pick away. I was so happy to get him, and I couldn't. But I'm gonna have to double down on receiver, man. And I think, he's on a new team, different quarterback, but he's still the most electric wide receiver out there. I'm getting Tyreek Hill here. Reason is, like I said, electric wide receiver, good playmaker. And I think that even though, there's other weapons there, I think that he's going to be the most targeted guy. You can get him on a slant, and he'll go down for a touchdown. So I got probably two of the most dynamic wide receivers right now. And I think since I'm 4, I can still come back and get a running back. So there's like a good 4 guys that I have right now in the bunch. And I think that with those 4 guys, I think I can get either one of those 4 guys. So that's why I'll pass on a running back now. Now we'll see how that goes. But everybody kind of know I'm getting a running back now too. So I'm kind of spoiling myself. Sam, what do you think about the logic on that?
I think that's basically what I would have done. I think he just has a higher ceiling than the rest of the receivers are on the board. Like I just can't see CeeDee Lamb having a better year than Tyreek Hill. I really can't. Even if Dak has his best season of his career, I would see that as a stretch a bit. And maybe people are looking this as a downgrade for Tyreek Hill, but the way he's talking about Tua and the way he is looking at this season, I don't know, man. Like they're going to be playing in better weather, and he's going to have just a chance to. They might be down in a lot of games too. Some more catches, I don't know. I think it'll be almost very similar to last year for Tyreek Hill.
Definitely. No, I agree, man. So, all right, let's get Avery, because Avery is on the clock right now. Avery, what's going on? I know you're driving right now. How you feeling about your? Oh, he picked already. All right, so he got Evans. How you feeling about that pick, man?
I'm not really high on the pick, to be honest. But it's just been a string of receivers. I wanted to make sure I get a top 10 guy in fantasy wise. I mean, he set an NFL record 8 straight seasons with 1,000 yards. And so, he's got the kind of chemistry with Tom Brady. We don't know what the chemistry is going to be like with Julio Jones. With Chris Godwin out, it's a possibility for him to front load the season with a lot of fantasy points, which I'm hoping for. So I got to go with just a solid, consistent receiver here. CeeDee Lamb, I like him, but I'm gonna be honest.
Don't know about him right now.
He has to prove to me that he's number one.
I agree.
I think Amari Cooper was the true number one on that team. I think he's one of the most underrated, if not the most underrated receiver in the NFL. So CeeDee Lamb's gonna have to prove it to me. Mike Evans has proved it 8 seasons straight, so I went with the safe bet there.
Yeah, I had CeeDee Lamb last year in this league, and he was very hot and cold. Very hot and cold. He was either very explosive or didn't do nothing at all. So I don't blame you on our logic. And like you said, Mike Evans is definitely a good pick there. Sam, what do you think about the pick?
I think what Avery said about just the consistency factor in Mike Evans, he just quietly does the same thing every year. And I think, even though he doesn't love the pick here, this pick isn't going to bury Avery and kill his team. So I think Mike Evans was a good option. But that kind of leaves me in an interesting spot here.
Yeah. So, Avery, we'll definitely see you very, very soon, man. Definitely see you soon. So we'll get that pick ready, man. All right, Sam, you are on a clock, sir. Who are you picking? I'm very curious on that one because
dude, this is difficult. I mean, I really risked it with my first pick, so to risk it again with my second pick is very, very testy. But it's really hard to not do it almost. And I think this is tough. I don't know. This really is tough. But I just don't see really a player that I can't I just don't see a player that's anywhere close to has the ability that this player has. So I'm going to take the risk and to take Alvin Kamara.
Oh, man. 2 dynamic running backs. Man, and you got the come around soon. So, wow, that's crazy. Now, like you said, you are taking big risks for both of these guys. What do you think about those two being in your backfield and being your main staples, man? Because, like you said, it's very risky.
Yeah, it's very risky, but at the same point, I think it's kind of hard to see what's going on with Kamara at this point. And I don't think we really have the information to, make an assumption of what's really going to happen.
I didn't want to say anything because I was actually hoping he fell to 3, and he was almost there.
Yeah.
I heard that there's nothing they can do about it this year. It's going to be most likely next year. So most likely going to be on the field, which as an Eagles fan, I'm looking very closely at what the Saints do because we had the first round pick. So when I heard that, I was like, oh, that's crazy. So, picks are going in fast. I knew Avery was going to do that. I knew it. So we're going to get to it. Let's get Ray on board real quick. Ray, CeeDee Lamb, and Fournette on your turnaround. How are you feeling about those picks and why you picked those guys?
I love CeeDee Lamb with Amari Cooper out of town now. I think he'll get more volume as a cat with more catches. I wanted to take another running back. I'm not super high on Fournette, but he'll get the bulk carries near the goal line. Mm-hmm. So I was a number 2 running back. I think he's pretty solid.
Definitely. No, I think it's a good pick. I mean, we're getting into the very weird part of the draft where, you don't want to pick too high, but then you don't want to pick too low too. And where we're at in the draft, we're in the front half of it. So it's like we gotta kind of take risks a little bit. And I just like Sam did. So I like the picks, man. I understand them. So we'll definitely get that. So thanks, Ray. We'll see you in about an hour, man.
You got it, man.
All right. Sam taking AJ Brown. What do you think about that, man? You think he's gonna be able to live up to the hype and Jalen Hurts will be able to get him the ball?
I think Jalen Hurts has a lot of questions to answer this year. So I think, Devontae Smith and him last year, it seemed like, having a year under the belt with them now will just help that connection overall. And I think the Eagles offense just has a very high ceiling this year. And I think AJ Brown has been on an offense that kind of hides players sometimes, being that you're playing with Derrick Henry, and now AJ Brown's going to get to play in Philadelphia with this loaded roster and this fan base that's going to be so excited just to see what they put on the field. So I don't know. I think he's got more upside than Keenan Allen and some of the guys that are kind of there.
Yeah, and you need a receiver soon, so I understand that. All right, let's get to our next guy. So Avery, I know why you picked that. I know you did it to me in 2 leagues right before me. You got Kyle Pitts in 2 leagues right before me. Is that right? You got a little nervous to see me right next to you, man?
Nah, man, that wasn't it at all.
Did it
It
twice.
was just a situation where I need somebody that's gonna give production. And so Kyle Pitts, he's going to put the yards up. I mean, the question is obviously the touchdowns and all those different things. But with Mariota, I'm hoping he'll target the guy, right? A tight end is a quarterback's best friend, especially a quarterback who may not be, somebody who spreads the ball around a lot and different things like that. So I'm a homer, so I gotta go with the home guy there. It was either him or George Kittle, and just because we're not sure what's going to happen with Trey Lance and Jimmy Garoppolo and that whole situation, I say, hey, I'll go with my guy then. How about that?
I got it, man. I got it. Well, you did it to me in 2 leagues. Good luck with Kyle Pitts this year, man, because he's gonna be a beast.
Appreciate it.
All right, I'm on the clock right now, and I hate to do this. But I need a running back, and right now, Ezekiel Elliott is probably the best pick. I hate picking Cowboys. I hate Ezekiel Elliott at that. But I mean, we'll see. He's been slowing down each year. I think in the 3rd round, this makes sense. Like I said, he's probably the best running back on the board right now. What do you think about that one, Sam?
Yeah, no, I definitely think it's interesting. I feel like you've had Elliott in the past a few times.
I did.
And, I think this is a make it break it year for Zeke, and I think that pressure might help him, find just more ways to, succeed in the offense. And I think I've been hearing a lot of rumors that Tony Pollard's actually going to play a lot of timeout and wide out. So, if that happens, I think it gives Zeke enough carries to, be a decent enough RB1 when you have Cooper Kupp and Tyreek Hill already on your team.
No, I agree, man. I hate picking Cowboys. Every year I have one. I hate it. But yeah, so Ned is on the clock. He is 30 seconds in right now. But so far, Sam, what do you think about how the draft has come about, man?
Man, I think it's definitely. I think all the players that are that should have gone have already kind of gone. There's not really anyone that sticks out to me that's left and that deserves to be in the round 1 or 2, definitely. So I feel like we're doing a pretty good job, and I can see the picks still coming in here.
Definitely. And let's get Ned in because he just picked Ned taking T. Higgs, man. Your first receiver off the board. How you feeling?
Yeah, I was tempted. I'll be honest. I was tempted by Josh Allen. I think it would have been a fun pick there, but I feel like the value there, I'll take T. Higgins in that offense. I feel like a lot of focus will be on Jamar Chase, so I think it'll cause a lot of opportunities for Higgins and need a wide receiver. And yeah, I think he's the guy.
Dude, I don't hate that, man. I mean, I know people are sleeping on that pick for real. As T. Higgins, I think he's although I do like Tyler Boyd, but I think that Higgins is due for the better of the 3 now. I mean, not the better of the 3, but the one that's going to be outside of Chase. So I like that parent. I mean, Eckler, Williams, Higgins, pretty good, solid group, man. Pretty good, solid group. I like it. Sam, you want to say anything about that?
Yeah, no, for sure. I definitely feel like T. Higgins, I doesn't get enough credit. Just being that guy behind Jamar Chase who just takes so much of the, it takes a lot of pressure off of Higgins too. I think it makes him better in some ways, and the NFL now has another year of tape on Jamar, so I feel like T. Higgins could be a solid pick here.
Yeah, I agree. So, good luck, Nate. Lucky pick.
Thanks, man.
All right, let's get the next contestant. That is, Lewis is not on, but he got James Conner. I'm not high on James Conner. He did have a really good year last year. Sam, what's your take on James?
I kind of like James Conner as an RB2, but I feel like when you're kind of asking him to be your running back 1, you might be in a little bit of trouble. just bearing the fact that it's going to be a pass-heavy offense. They have a quarterback that runs all the time, and I just really think they're going to throw the football a lot this year. So, yeah, again, kind of with you and Connor.
Yeah, I agree. All right, let's get the rookie in here, Mr. Zavante, getting Ayuk, man. How you feeling about that pick right there?
I feel confident and solid. He's he's another phenomenal athlete. He can be using great in a plethora of different ways, and that's gonna really put my team on the map, in my opinion. Because that's just how I look at it. See, because I have a bunch of athletes, a bunch of top athletes that can do multiple things at once. You put them in a jet sweep, you have them run, do whatever you got to do. And Brandon Ayuk is one that can really fit that position. If you go back, and yeah.
I like it, man. I like it. So definitely, let me see. I think I was hearing some stuff. But yeah, man, I like the pick. Ayuk, Jones, Chase, you got a good little solid young team right there, man. You're a young buck getting a young team. I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing. I'm gonna keep an eye on you. All right, Vontae, see you soon, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we were talking about quarterbacks earlier, and let's get the quarterback number 1, Josh Allen, off the board. Chris, what made you get the quarterback?
Well, I was scared because I didn't think Josh Allen was going to last until the 4th round, so I decided just.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Sorry.
Yeah, so I decided just to, go with the, the straight up double up plan. I already know how many times Josh Allen's going to throw it to Stephon Diggs. It's going to be 120 targets, probably 8 to 9 touchdowns. So getting all those points, and Josh Allen, like at 6'5", he's also a legitimate red zone threat. So whether it's him running or him using his legs, it's a lethal combination with him and Diggs every single week that I'm going to get points off of.
No, I agree with that. That was a good pick, man. I like it. So Allen over Mahomes still?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I know better offense, better continuity. And Allen's my MVP pick this year. So.
Ooh, okay. Hot take. Hey, it's not Thursday, but we can have a hot take any day, man. Thanks, Chris. We'll talk to you later, bro.
Yep.
Alrighty. Let's get Darius on, because he took a Raven right before his, Mr. Coach there. I know he's not happy about that, but J.K. Dobbins, how you feel about that pick, man?
Honestly, it was one of those picks that I felt I had to get a running back. I like J.K. I think going up against the Jets. I actually just talked to one of my boys. I was like, hey, are the Jets rush defense good? He's like, nope. I'm like, okay, well, week 1, we're going to take him and then just see how he does. But no, I'm really skeptical of taking running backs off of injuries. But I think J.K., I was reading reports, he's looking good. So I think – and the Ravens love to run the ball, right? Like, you got to look out for Lamar and J.K. coming back. So I think it's a good pick. So I'm hoping that, I have a two-headed monster with Debo and J.K. for, the rushing and passing.
Definitely. I mean, Coach is gonna fight you about that, but
Coach, come talk to me. You might work out a trade.
Definitely. All right, Derek, you see another flip. Sam, what do you think about JK going right there, man?
Again, I mean, I like J.K. Dobbins, but I just feel like it's kind of a similar pick to what we just diagnosed with Connor, being that they're both going to have to be RB1s on these teams, and I don't know if that's going to be enough for both of these teams. And
especially, you got J.K. Dobbins that haven't played down in the NFL and coming off an injury. That's very risky. I mean, it is coming on the 3rd round, so we'll see how that goes, man. Good luck with that, though. All right, let's get John Luca on getting Keenan Allen, man. He's such a sleeper, bro. He is such a sleeper, and every year, everybody will sleep on him. How you feel about this, man?
Me, I like it. I love that he fell to me. He's the best wide receiver available, and dude, him and Justin Herbert are gonna go off again this year.
Definitely. No, I like it too, man. You always one of those sneaky good drafters, man. I be seeing your stuff, and I'm like, how? Every year, man, he just has good drafts, man.
They just got pulled through during the season. That's it. That's all. It
looks
good on paper.
Sam? Yeah. What do you think about this pick, Sam?
Oh, no, I really like Keenan Allen this year, and I think Jerome kind of hit on it earlier. He's kind of a guy that flies under the radar, and, now that they have Justin Herbert, who's kind of the star of the show, I think it might be good for Keenan again. You know, if this team's really good, Keenan Allen's going to be a force to be reckoned with this year.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Every year, man. It's every year. So, I mean, good luck with that, man. Yeah, I think you're going to do some good stuff with having him there. So, we'll talk to you later, man.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So coach is not on right now, but I know he is happy because this man got Lamar Jackson. Sam, how do you think coach is feeling right now? He has to be giddy about having Lamar again after he took him in the first round a year ago.
I feel like he's definitely pumped, but I almost think he should be as pumped with his first 2 picks. You know, I think that Chubb and Adams pick almost allowed him to take Jackson there. He's going to get so much potential firepower. He could kind of, you know, and then he just made another interesting pick. We'll get into a little, but
yeah. All right, yeah, man. So let's get Matt on because he has to turn around. He got his 2 picks. DJ Moore and Travis Etienne, man. I first and foremost, I love DJ Moore. I would have took a third wide receiver. He was down in the 4th round to me. How you feel about your picks, Matt?
Yeah, I mean, like they're probably, 2 different style picks. Like I think DJ Moore is about as safe as they come this year. I mean, he's clearly number 1 in Carolina. I know a lot of people don't like the offense, but I mean, McCaffrey's going to get his receiving yards, but there's really no one else there that's going to challenge Moore. And, he hasn't had the best quarterbacks so far in his career. I think a lot of people are down on Baker. Baker was really banged up last year. I'm not saying he's the greatest thing, but he's the best quarterback when healthy that DJ Moore's ever had. So the thing about Moore is if he just scores touchdowns, he's going to be like a top 5, top 8 receiver. He's just got to find the end zone. He hasn't done that so far in his career. If he could get 8 to 9 scores, he's going to be way up there in the rankings. So he's just pretty safe at this point. But ETN is like the opposite. He's like a roll of the dice. Like, what are you going to get for him? So, but I think part of the reason why I take ETN is because I am on the end here. Like 23 more picks. I mean, it could get looking dire at running back at any point. So I was really torn about taking a receiver here. I probably should have, but I figured, man, if I don't take another back, I might not get anybody coming on the way back here.
No, I hear you on that, man. I might be in that same position, so we'll talk about that soon, man. I mean, you got 3 backs. I mean, sheesh. You got 3 backs. Sam, what do you think about those picks?
No, I really like that team. It's just we said something about DJ Moore earlier. We said something about Baker as well, and Matt kind of repeated that. But yeah, Baker, best quarterback DJ Moore has ever played with, and if he can find that end zone, kind of like Matt was saying, he's going to be worth more than probably a 3rd round pick, and he's a totally valid wideout 1.
Definitely. All right, Matt, thanks for getting on. So now we in the 4th round. So now the game kind of changes. We're not going to go over every pick, but what we are going to do is if there's a pick that's interesting to us, we're going to talk about them. I'm going to let you get the first crack at it, Chris. Sam. Is there any pick that you would like to talk to, or anybody that you like to talk to for picks so far?
It's a good question. I mean, I think we should bring Gianluca back. I mean, I really just like what he has done so far at this draft, and I absolutely love the Sutton pick in the 4th round. Just to have
Gianluca, you're on, man. You got no, not Pittman. Sutton. Ooh, man.
I know. I think that team's just got a lot of firepower, and it's already got a balanced start. If he could find a way to get a tight end, I think it's going to be easy for him just to find another flex player and have a pretty sneaky lineup.
Gianluca, you're on live right now.
Oh, my bad.
Sorry. No, you're good. Taking Sutton, man. What do you think?
The hype is unreal right now.
How are you?
He's Russ's next best guy, and
how are you able to do this every year, dude? I don't understand.
I hope it works out.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Oh man, we got to run on quarterbacks right now. Gianluca, thanks for getting on, man. We'll talk to you soon. I want to get Zavonte in because he got a guy that I really wanted, and he got Justin Herbert. I mean, if Justin Herbert would have came to me, I probably would have got him there. How you feel about Herbo, man? Over Pat Mahomes?
Excuse me. I do think Herbert's better than Pat Mahomes. I think that now. I'll probably think it forever. But I was also scared that Herbert was going to be there later, so I figured I might as well give me a nice, young, solid quarterback that has been producing ever since he's came to the league. One rookie of the year has broken records already, and I was just going to help me more with my team.
Definitely. So, thanks for getting on, man. I just had to talk about that because I love the pick. I was just curious about him over Mahomes, but I love Herbert, so I'm not mad at it either. So, all right, cool. Sam, you want to say anything about that pick?
Yeah, no, I for sure would probably take Herbert in a fantasy on a fantasy team over Mahomes, and I don't think there's really a big question about that. Just being, I think that Herbert just has the more electrifying offense, and the team that's just overall a little bit better on paper. So makes sense. I'm hoping you don't steal what I'm thinking about here.
Well, I'm gonna have to take a running back here because I'm getting low on running backs. There's one guy that I like, but I'm gonna kind of take a chance on him because I don't know if these guys are thinking about. I'm gonna take Mitchell here.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna be the future back in San Francisco. He did very well last year. I like him here. I did pass up on another guy, and I'm hoping that you guys don't realize who he is. So I'm kind of giving you kind of clues right here. But I'm taking Mitchell right here. I think he's a good second running back. I got another pick coming up soon, so I'm not too worried about it. I just want to make sure I get Mitchell here before we start getting a running backs, as you say. So we think about that one, bro. I mean, Sam, damn, I'm calling you everything today.
It's all good. Elijah Mitchell, I really like him. I took him in another league of mine, and I took also Trey Lance with that. So I think that team, it's one of those teams that has that chance to just take that huge jump. If Trey Lance has a Patrick Mahomes type of just, kind of outcome, the Niner team is going to win the NFC. They can win the NFC. But Let me make my pick first here, and we'll continue the diagnosis. I'm going to take Terry McLaurin.
Oh, good one. That's a good one. Man. He just all right. So you're really entrenched on the NFC side one, and then you got a couple of NFC East guys.
I see that, yeah.
Didn't realize that, did you?
No, not really.
Yeah, so yeah, I like him, man. We'll see how he does with Carson Wentz. I don't think he's gonna be bad. Probably one of the better quarterbacks lately. So I think that's cool. But Allen, I like it. A guy I had in my other league. What made you get Allen there?
I just think a little biased for the Penn Stater, but at the same time, I just think Allen Robinson's kind of taking the place of, the Van Jefferson and the Odell yardage from last year. Someone's going to have to pick that up, and I think Allen Robinson, he needs it off. He needs a system like this, and I think Sean McVay, sees a guy like that and goes, "Hey, I can rejuvenate his career. I can get this guy, to be who he is, and kind of get back to what he was."
No, I loved it, man. I have him in my other league. I thought he was really good. He might have went to me if you didn't take him there. But I'm taking before I take him, we got Russell Wilson going before me, so we got 4 quarterbacks off the board. I take DK Metcalf. I mean, people were sleeping on him. Yes, he's going to, might not be as efficient because of the quarterback position, but he's arguably one of the better wide receivers in the league, man. So, and this is contract year as well. So, you know how that goes. I like him here in the fifth round. So, we think about that one.
No, I was, kind of just debating that myself, just between those three. Honestly, people are a lot higher on Geno Smith than a lot of other people are talking about. So I think DK, needs to kind of have a good year in order for him to get the bag. And I like that pick out of you. And also I like the Deontay Johnson pick for sure.
Yeah, right after, right?
Yeah.
Deontay Johnson. Zavante taking Dawson Knox inside the Hashers alumni, man. A guy that we interviewed doing some great stuff. Taking him right there. I like that. I want to get Zavante on again right there. I mean, I don't mean to keep picking on you, Zavante, but Dawson Knox, a guy that we interviewed, really good guy. He had a really breakout year last year. Pick him in the 5th round. What made you get him there, man?
Well, for start, I need a tight end for starters anyway, and I feel like he's just a good, solid, safe pick. He did have a good year last year, and I'm sure she's going to produce again this upcoming year.
Oh, Christmas made a good pick. Oh, Christmas made a good pick. But Devontae, thank you for getting on, man. I want to get Chris on real quick because Chris, what's going on, man? Getting Mr. Pierce. He was a guy I had an eye on. He's not the guy I was talking about, but he was the guy I had an eye on. Man, Pierce, man. How do you feel about him being in the fifth round and your third running back?
Hey, Jerome, remember when we was at the Senior Bowl and everybody and Malik Willis became the worst kept secret in the Senior Bowl? Dameon Pierce literally has become the worst kept secret in fantasy football.
I agree.
And he kept talking about, Lovie Smith's talking about, I'm not ready to make him running back number one, but we all know he's going to
all the other running backs. So,
but yeah,
no, I love it.
But now I got 3 running backs, all different buys. So I like to have 3 legitimate number one running backs with all different buys. So that way I don't got to worry about that position really for the rest of the year, barring injury. Fingers crossed.
No, I love it, man. I love the pick. Chris, you want to? I'm sorry, Sam, you want to say something about that pick?
Yeah, no, I definitely. I think he's just the sleeper of fantasy football this year, and kind of like again what you guys said, the worst kept secret. But he's on a team where there's just such a limited amount of options and weapons that I think he's going to get as much carries and as much work as he allows himself to, as long as he stays on the field and continues to develop in that system.
Absolutely.
All right, Chris, thanks for getting on, man. We'll talk to you soon. Hey, man, we got these picks coming in fast. I'm trying to keep up with them. Anything stand out to you, Sam?
For sure. I mean, I'd like Jalen Hurts going here. I think it was time for him kind of to go. Just he was, I think, the next guy just based on him running and throwing the football now this year with a lot better of a wide out receiving core and hopefully an overall offense. But it's interesting to see. I mean, I think we're in a spot where quarterbacks are going to start to kind of fly the rest of the ones that have that chance to be in that top 5, but we shall see. Definitely. Matt's got a pretty good team so far, so I'm kind of interested to see what he does with this. It's just
Who you asking about?
Matt.
Oh yeah. I'm definitely. Oh, Gabriel Davis.
There it is.
You guys, if you air it out knows what I say about Gabriel Davis. I've been talking about him for 2 years now. That's my guy. I like him a lot. I think he's gonna thrive in that offense. I've been talking about him before even last year. I was like, this guy's gonna be good. Now I made a prediction that he's gonna have more touchdowns. No, he did have more touchdowns than Diggs, didn't he? I made that prediction.
Last year?
Yeah.
We gotta find that.
I think he did have more. I gotta look that up. Either he almost did, but he still had a great year no matter what. A guy that I was really high on. Good pick right there, Matt. And we got Kyler Murray off the board right there. So you want to talk about that one real quick?
Yeah, no, for sure. We kind of just said that quarterbacks were going to start kind of taking off, and I really think Kyler almost has as much ceiling as Jalen Hurts. So I think those players are kind of on that same tier outside of all the other quarterbacks that were taken so far. But
Coach is so predictable getting Bateman there. He's so predictable. He is so predictable. That's funny. Oh man. So yeah, quarterback one is probably gonna go. I don't have one yet. You don't have one yet. I think
Ned still needs one before us. There's a few teams.
Yeah. Luka takes Cooks there instead of a quarterback. That's interesting.
John Luca's team's going to be deep, though. That's kind of what he's going for here. He's got a lot of guys that he's going to be able to mix and match.
Wide receivers. 4 straight wide receivers. Man.
Can we potentially bring in Avery Collins to talk about Cordell Patterson in this upcoming season?
All right, you want to bring Avery in?
Yeah. He's almost up anyway.
All right, Avery, man, you just seen your boy Patterson getting off the board. What's your feeling on him getting picked by your guy over there, Darius?
I'm actually upset. I actually was going to pick him next. He was going to be my next pick. but it is what it is. I think he's going to have a pretty solid season, seeing as Marcus Mariota in there. In addition to that, a lot of attention is going to go to Kyle Pitts, of course. So and then with Drake London, we'll see.
Ned, stop it! Stop it! I'm sorry, Avery. I gotta put Ned in. I'm gonna yell at him. All right, Avery, see you. Ned, 2 running backs in a row. Right before you.
I'm sorry.
I hate you, dude. Oh, come on.
It had to be. I needed a third running back just in case it doesn't work out with the first 2. I mean, he was easily the most valuable back left.
He was my next guy. You messed up my board.
Sorry, I had to do it.
He was who I was talking about when we was talking about a guy that I think I could wait one more round, and I was wrong by 1 pick again. Oh, dang, you're great mind.
You gotta take your guys while you can, Jerome. Come on.
Great mind. Yeah, you're right. Great mind think alike. I had to get DK though. I just felt like I had to get DK there, man. You put me in a bind, my dude. Sam, what do you think about that pick?
I think he hit a nail on the head there. He's most valuable running back left, and I think you kind of feel it right now too. But there's that drop off after Brees went. Like it's a little bit different now.
So feeling it right now, man.
And I think Ned, really did something good for his team there. Now he's very balanced, and he gives himself a potential flex option if Juju really doesn't do what some people think he's going to do this year.
No, I agree, man. Ned, I hate you. Bye. Oh, Dad, he put me in a bind. I mean, I'm over here struggling right now.
Yeah, what are you gonna do now here?
Yeah.
Are you down to a few players?
I do have a few guys. I was actually hoping if push on the shelf and I couldn't get Hall, then Pierce would be there. But Pierce went way earlier, and I was like, all right, I still have my guy Hall. I'm good. It was coming up, and I was like, oh, I got him. 1 pick before me. Oh man, I'm torn because I feel like I have to get one more running back here. It's not necessary. I don't necessarily have.
This is just a potential question, but would you have gone Tony Pollard if he was still on the board?
No, I have him way lower on my board right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go a different route right here, and because now that I'm looking at my board, the next best player I have is right here. Where is he? What? Hey, whoa! Did he get picked already?
Who was it? Waller.
Wow, he did get picked. Okay, never mind. See, this is what.
Yeah, I was gonna say if Dawson Knox went, then.
Huh?
I was gonna say if Dawson Knox went and Waller didn't go, it's a bit of a shock. But
yeah, no, you're right. I was like, hold on, look at my board. What's going on? All right, I'm gonna wait on tight end. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go running back, and I guess Gibb.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna take him. I'll take Gibson.
Yeah.
Samuel Gibson.
How do you feel about that pick?
Dude, I'm taking everybody in my division, man. This is not right. Avery takes Cooper. I like him a lot. He's very dynamic. I just don't like picking guys in my division. But he's not that far off on my board, honestly. So I had a couple of guys before him, honestly, but he just seems more appealing right now. Just the way my board's kind of.
I'm trying to see what Ray needs, and I'm debating on taking one player now over the other because I think I'm gonna have to. I think you'll love this player too. I'm all over this guy.
Same, yeah. I like him. I like him a lot, man. 4 wide receivers, man. That's nice. Good guys too. Good solid guys. All right, Ray took Burrow. I was gonna take Burrow next. Jesus. I hate this. Oh man, multitasking right now is not doing me right. And Ned killed me in my draft. He totally messed up my board. Ned, we have problems, dude. We are having problems. We're gonna have to talk after this, Ned. Me and you, mano y mano. Nah, it just tells you how good of a draft that is, man. So commend you for that. Dylan, I was debating Dylan or Gibson, honestly. I was.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just the upsides there. If Jones was to ever get hurt, AJ Dillon's probably a top 7 back in fantasy. I mean,
no, for real. No, and that was literally after Hall. I had Dylan, I had him, and I had Antonio, and I just like let me just get Antonio just because Dylan is the backup. I feel okay with my running backs though. I really do, but that just hurt me for real.
Yeah.
Avery is on the clock. He's gonna get somebody.
I feel like this is always a weird spot for tight ends. Like
it is.
You kind of like for me, I don't really like my St. Brown pick, but I love the player too much not to take it there. And like if AJ Brown were to go down around Robinson, say like there's my wide receiver too. Like
no, I agree. I agree for sure.
I think Avery wants to come on for his pick here.
Oh, he do? All right, let's go. Avery, what's up, man?
What up? What up? All right.
Who you picking here? It must be some kind of groundbreaking pick or something.
It's not ground. It's a common sense pick that I'm not sure why people haven't made the pick yet. Aaron Rodgers has to throw the ball to somebody, right?
Oh, okay.
Somebody's got to get Devontae the target. Somebody's got to get Devontae Adams target, right? And last year, Allen Lazard had career high touchdowns and targets simply because Devontae Adams was out a couple of games. And so there's already chemistry there. He's going into, I believe, his 4th or 5th season. So he's at this point, they're going to be the veteran guy on the roster. I mean, why has nobody been talking enough about Allen Lazard? I'm unsure what that issue is. Maybe I just don't know, but he's got to get the targets. And we've seen Aaron Rodgers beat an undefeated Cardinals team with a JV squad. He didn't have a starting top three receivers last year, so he can make anybody a Pro Bowl receiver. So that's all I got to say.
No, I hear you. Yeah, you're right. Target's gonna have to go somewhere, and I think it's for me, I think it's gonna be a lot of spreading out the ball. But I agree with you. Somebody's gonna have to be the number one guy, and Allen Lazard is the one guy he trusts the most. So I like the pick, Ray. I mean, Ray. You look alike. Y'all look alike.
That's my twin.
All right, Avery.
My twin.
Your twin,
yeah,
man.
it's twin. I forgot about that.
All right. I picked Kenneth Walker here. A guy, he's injured. They're saying that he should be back in week 1. So I wanted to take that spot. I wanted to get a 4th running back because it's getting kind of thin right now, especially that I don't 100% trust Elliott. And the guy, I'm a guy that been Ray can attest for me. I've been watching the Big 10. And he torched my team every year. So I think he's going to be good with Seattle. They're going to become a running team. So we think about the picks, Sam?
Yeah, no, I definitely see it from the side of you. I watched Kenneth Walker just absolutely run all over Penn State last year. And no, I just understand he's a massive man. Like, I think he's really just going to be able to.
And I thought that was such a great draft pick by the Seahawks because that's their type of running back, for real.
Yeah.
I want to bring on Ray real quick. I want to see what he thinks about Kenneth Walker.
He's coming in.
Ray, I mean, me and you talk about, a lot of Big Ten on our podcast. Kenneth Walker being there for me in the 6th round, 7th round. What do you think he's gonna do for the Seahawks, man?
I think you're right, man. I think they're gonna run the ball. I think Kenneth Walker is that guy. He's a slasher. He gets tough yardage. I like that pick, Jerome. I want to know one thing. Who takes Jalen Hurts before Joe Burrow? The Cincinnati Bengals offense is loaded. The Eagles better run the ball 65% of the game or they're going to lose. I don't understand. Like, what is that?
I don't know. At least you have him, Ray. Because
I also agree with what Chris said earlier, like when we were talking before the draft, that Tua and Hurts are in a similar situation because they are in their 3rd year. It's kind of like either a make it or break it type season for both of them. The only difference is I don't understand the comparison between them on talent. We already know that the Tua is a more talented player, right? He proved it in college twice, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Did happen.
No, I agree.
I'm going to be honest with you, Jerome. I love my team right now, man. And you know,
It's looking good, man. You're looking
I
good.
don't.
I'll be honest. I think you reached on Waddle a little bit, but hey, take the guy that you like. Take the guy that you like when you need him.
Waddle is the kind of guy that's only going to catch 2, maybe 3 balls a week. They're going to be like for 40 or 50 yards each time.
No, I agree. I like it, man. I like it. But Ray, we'll talk to you in a little bit, man.
You got it.
Sam, do you agree with what he means? We talking about with the Hurts before Burrow.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that's a disservice to Joe Burrow a little bit. Even though it's fancy, but I just can't see. I don't know. It would be close. I really.
Damn, Chris. I was thinking about that, Chris. Go ahead, though. Sam.
Goddard, yeah. Him and Schultz were 2 guys that I was kind of looking at, and both of them are very similar players, honestly. Just let's see what Darius does here. I'm trying to think, what does he need? He definitely needs another wideout, probably. There it is. Yeah. That's a great pick.
Hunter, man. That's a good pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I would have waited just a little bit on him because I think there's a couple of other guys that's still on the board that's not taken. But Hunter would definitely. I mean, the only thing is that now that offense is so crowded, will Hunter Renfrow get the targets that he was getting? Because now you got Adams and you have Waller, you have the running back in Jacobs, who hasn't been drafted yet, I believe. And then Renfro's there, but now he's kind of like he's the third wide receiver again instead of being like the second best one. So will he get that? Who knows?
Yeah.
All right. So we got Hunter Renfrow off. John Luca is on a clock. He needs a wide receiver. He needs another running back. He needs a quarterback. He needs tight end. Curious what he gets there, man. What do you think he's gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to give him any pointers, but at the same time, because me and him are in a very similar situation where we haven't really gone anywhere else besides wide out and running back.
Oh, there you go.
And he just keeps building the depth. You gotta respect it. You really do. I mean, he's got already 7 guys that could potentially play any week.
No, he's stacking them up over there, man. He really is. Making me a little nervous over there. Looking good.
Yeah, for real. This is a long turnaround. I'm trying to think what are you kind of eyeing up here when you get back to it?
Obviously the 2 positions I don't have. I'm kind of looking into those right now, but I won't be opposed to getting another receiver. I only got 3 right now, so I won't be opposed to that, depending on how this goes. So there is a receiver I'm eyeing. I'm not gonna say who because I got a while, but I am sitting pretty right now. I have a group of guys that I can potentially get, and I'm just gonna sit and wait and see how it goes. It's nobody that I got like a good 5 people that I'm like, all right, they're all in kind of the same realm, and like how my draft board looks right now, I will not be mad if one of them kind of leave. Now, if all of them leave, I'm gonna be screwed. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I got like 5 guys. That was one of them right there. Devonta Smith, he was one of the guys I was thinking about. So Eagles fans thinking alike because I was gonna go Goddard. Goddard got picked. Gonna go Devonta Smith. He got picked. So, yeah, good pick right there, man. I like it. What do you think about that one?
It's good. What do you think about Elijah Moore there? You think it's a little early?
Yeah, I do. Just because that wide receiver group is actually looking kind of stacked now. I didn't realize how good the Jets receiver group was until I really looked at it. I was like, oh wow, like they got Elijah Moore, they got Mims, who I heard is playing a lot better now. They got the rookie and
Barrios still. Right?
Yeah. Barrios, yeah, and they got the rookie they just drafted in the first round.
Yeah, the Ohio State kid, Garrett Wilson.
Yeah. So we'll see, but
there's Hawkinson. There's another tight end right from us. How do you feel about TJ Hawkinson now? I mean,
I think he's a solid guy. I think he's gonna be good. There's a guy that have very similar. There's actually 2 guys that have very similar to in my rankings. So I'm not pressed on it, but I like him. It's just the quarterback. We'll see. I mean, They do have more weapons down there too now. So will they give it to him more? We'll see. We'll see. But Damian Harris going. Oh, so Damian Harris. Hold on. I gotta pick Darius on once he does it pick because coach is taking some of his guys now. What's going on with you two? You guys are like a little battle here. What's going on? Let's see. All right, he got Mooney
there.
Right,
yeah.
Let's bring him on. Let's bring him on. Darius, what's up with you and Coach, man? Y'all taking each other's players, man. Are you on mute?
That was like a last minute pick. Like I wanted to go defense, but I didn't want to like reach too much. I wanted to go kicker, but I didn't want to reach. I want to kind of start to build my bench bits by piece. And I think Justin Fields and Darren Mooney, they're gonna have a really good season together. So, gotta get your backups now while you can.
Yeah, Mooney is definitely a guy I had pretty high on my list of available players. I think that he's gonna do good. I think that that was what's his name, number one pick. But I want to talk about the running back. There is Harris going to Coach. That's what I'm saying. Like
he's so petty.
Y'all petty. Y'all are both petty. Both of y'all
He's
guys.
so petty. I love it. Listen.
I love
like I
it
said,
too.
Coach, we're gonna talk after this. We're gonna talk, Coach. We're gonna make some trades. We definitely gonna talk.
So it's gonna be Darius versus Coach and me versus Ned. All right, Darius.
All right.
TJ Lockett going there. Oh, we got first kicker going to Zavante. What do you think about the first kicker going in round 8, man?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They kind of hinted at it. They just said it, but I don't know. It's just too early for me. I would never.
I agree with that.
But
we got Penny going off the board. I think he's gonna come in as the starter for the Seahawks, if I'm not mistaken. But I do think Kenneth Walker is gonna at least start.
Yeah, how could they not? Especially if they win 1 to 2 games.
Yeah, and they said, like I said, I just looked it up. They said that Kenneth Walker should be ready for week 1, so we'll see how that goes. But I think in the beginning there will be a split between the two, so I don't hate it, Lewis. But I do think there's gonna be a split. And it is his third running back though.
Look at that.
London is a guy that I had an eye on. He wasn't one of my guys, but I do think that he's gonna have a good year. I'm happy though, because I put I have my own draft board right here. That's why I'm looking over here.
Yeah.
And I have Robert Woods on the board twice. And he hasn't been picked. So I'm pinning it out there. He's ready for you guys.
Yeah, really. That's
number one
definitely
guy
a name.
Just saying.
Yeah. He's the wideout one.
Oh, you want him? Well, you might have him unless Avery picks him, because I'm not getting him. I am going tight end, and I'm going Fairmouth. I think Fairmouth had a really good year last year, and yes, I know it was it's Ben, but you have a young quarterback who's 2 young quarterbacks, both of them kind of young. And what's the young quarterback's best target? Their tight end. I think he's gonna get a lot of targets. He's gonna be just like he was last year. I think you got sleeping on him a little bit. I really do. So I'm happy with getting Fairmouth there. It was be fair, it was Fairmouth or Mike Gesicki for me right there. So I think Fairmouth might have the better year.
Yeah. He's a Penn State guy as well too. He had a great year last year.
He did as a rookie.
Yeah, it's kind of undershadowed, not really told about a lot, but I think he's just a guy that fits right in the mold of that Pittsburgh offense. He's a big tight end, he blocks well. Kind of reminds me of Heath Miller a little bit, but just can catch the ball better. He's a little bit more of a just monster go-getter guy. So
I agree.
I think if I would have taken Freiermuth if you had him. So good pick. Nice.
Ray getting the first defense. I want to talk to Ray real quick. Let's talk to Ray. I like talking to Ray. That's my guy. What's up, Ray?
Oh, good, bro.
Good, man. Getting Hunt and Bills defense, man. Bills a defense in the 9th round. How you feeling about that, man? I mean, it's not conventional. Some people wait.
It's a little earlier than I would have taken it, but there's a lot of players with similar ratings right now. So I just jump on the defense, and I'm not crazy about them after week 1 or 2, but after that it gets really easy for them. So
Definitely. No, I like that. I want to put an Avery on real quick before I get my pick. So thanks, Ray. Avery's not even in the chat. Oh man, I wanted to ask him. He got Julio Jones. I'm putting Darius on. Darius, get ready. Darius, I'm putting Chris on too. What? Why not? Chris, Darius. How cliche of a pick is this? Come on.
I mean, are we not surprised he picked Kyle Pitts? That's all I'm gonna say about that. He picked Kyle Pitts.
Bro, he just picking. Yo, he picking more Atlanta people than me, and I live down here now, man.
Also, by the way, Darius, you took the 2 wide receivers that are literally on my board.
You took Stephon Diggs. You took Stephon Diggs, so it was only right. It was only right. I had to get you back.
That's fair.
I only had to get you back. Like I said, we can talk after.
I really wanted Darnell Mooney also.
Look at Avery. He's home now. Let's go, Avery. Come on, Avery. Really?
Listen, okay. So listen, if Mike Evans is getting double teamed, that means that Julio Jones is getting covered.
Here we go.
You know what I'm saying? So
that
that's all I'm
drop
saying.
that red zone TD.
Okay, look, he's on the bench. That's why he's on the bench. He's not a starter. He's on the bench. You know what I'm saying?
Avery just won in 2018, man.
Listen. We don't listen. Just in case, we saw him have a resurgence in Antonio Brown's career. We saw him have a resurgence in Deion Branch's career and Randy Moss's career. Tom Brady makes receivers good. So, with that being said, we can see a resurgence in Julio Jones. That's all I'm saying. This is a possibility. I'm not foreshadowing it. It's a possibility. So why not? Why not?
I hear that.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right, guys. Thank you for getting on. I'm gonna put Ned on real quick. I want to ask him a question. Ned, man. I was just looking at our board, right? Did I snipe Aaron Rodgers from you?
You did not.
Did I do it to you?
So, I mean, for me, I was between – well, I mean, I really like Trey Lance this year, but I was thinking maybe of taking Tom Brady where I took London. And then when Brady fell to me at the next round, I thought you got to take him. I mean, time and time again, he proves. Time and time again.
Yeah, you did pick him pretty fast. I will admit it. I was between him, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, and the guy that just got picked, Prescott right there. I was between those 3. I wanted to get Aaron Rodgers because it's still Aaron Rodgers. I don't care who's out there. A few years ago when Adams was injured, I feel like he was still good. Tom Brady's always going to be good. We'll see. I mean, I always get scared with him with his age at this point too. So,
I mean, I've thought that for 6 years now, and then he proves me wrong every year. So
why
not steer into it?
100% right, man. And he got some new weapons. He just got Julio Jones, who's not going to get that many touches. Avery. It's not joking. But yeah, man, I like the pick, man. So I wanted to see because honestly, if you look at our boards are very similar in the way we was thinking about picking. So
true.
Ed, man, hey, maybe it might be us at the end of this. You never know.
I'm just happy to be here. All
right, taking a Bill Belichick route. I see you. All right. All right, Ned, appreciate it. Sam, any picks that stood out to you, man?
No, I think it was kind of interesting how Rodgers, Brady, and Dak went back to back to back. I was a little shocked Chris went Dak considering his Josh Allen, but
yeah,
interesting.
Yeah, I think that was a little rich, but I don't hate it too. I mean, thank goodness they don't have the same bye week. That's the good thing.
I like Cervante getting Olave this late.
Yeah.
Because
Olave was great, man. I liked him too. He was a guy that I was probably gonna look at. Only got 3 receivers at this point too, so I like it.
How about Christian Kirk this year, Jerome? You think he pays up to that contract?
Dude, even ever since he's been in the league, like solid guy. I don't think he's like all that, to be honest. I'm not feeling it. It is his 5th receiver, so hey, 5th receiver, hey, take him. How worse can you get with having a 5th receiver being Kirk? So somebody goes down, he's fine. I'm fine with that. I personally am not a fan of him. I just don't think that he's that good. I mean, he's solid. He's a solid guy. He's not a guy that I would be like, oh, I gotta get him in a top 10 in my draft. So that's just me. a lot of people think contract says a whole different thing too. So maybe Doug has something planned for him. I don't know. Maybe maybe
no.
not. So
How do you feel about the last 2 picks I made?
you have Ertz. I like Ertz. He's probably the next best. I think I have one other tight end. I do have Gesicki right before him.
Yeah,
But they're very close.
it's
They're
definitely
right next to each other.
definitely close between those 2.
Yeah.
Also, I'm intrigued by James Cook too a little bit. You know,
James Cook, yeah, man. I mean, he's a guy that might snipe some running too, man. And he's a guy that you can use in the passing game too. They don't really have that guy. I mean,
yeah, no. And how many go arounds has Singletary had now? I mean,
Yeah.
he's clearly just not the RB1. So
yeah, no, I agree. And Singletary, who hasn't been picked yet, actually, he's their number 1 guy. But he's not really a true pass catcher.
No.
So I think there is going to be a little bit of rotation back there with him, and Zach Moss as well. Gotta remember Zach Moss was their goal line guy, and he did a lot better this year. Matt taking Pickens, dude. I was hoping he came back around to me. Oh man, I gotta get Matt on. I gotta get Matt
for
on.
sure.
I'll let him get his pick in first.
He's still your last 2 guys, kind of.
Yeah. I mean, Smith was a guy that I was hoping came down, but I wasn't like,
You were in love
oh my
with
god
him.
about it. But Pickens was definitely a guy I had close to my vest. So let's talk to him. I mean, hey Matt, you got Pickens, who's been looking great in the preseason. Guys, he's a freaking bully out there. Do you think he's gonna be worth that pick?
Yeah, man. I was looking at Pickens here since the turn, and I was like, man, if he gets back here, he's gonna be a guy. I like him pretty similar to London, to be quite honest.
Yeah, I like London a lot too.
He can do it all, and the fact that if you follow what Pittsburgh's doing, they've already decided to move Claypool into the slot almost entirely, and just saying, okay, Pickens, you're our outside guy. I expect the offense to look a lot different this year. With Ben being what Ben was last year, just dinking and dunking the ball down the field. Once they turn it over to Pickett can throw the ball down the field, and I think it's going to benefit Pickens. So I think, he's one of those players where he may not light it up early on, but as the season goes along, second half of the season, I think he'll take off pretty strong.
No, I agree with that. And I like your picks, man. The last 2, Trey Lance as a backup, man. The coaching staff really believes in him. I believe he had a good offseason so far. Pairing him up with Kyler Murray, I think that's a great pick, man. What do you think, Sam?
Yeah, no, I'm kind of getting flustered right now. With all these quarterbacks coming off the board, still kind of needing one.
We don't have one yet. Oof,
Yeah.
that's hard.
And those 3 guys in this round are kind of, who I was planning on trying to get. I like Lance a lot, and I think Stafford and Carr are both pretty much steals in the 10th round.
Yeah, I'm so glad I got Aaron Rodgers when I did, because that run is going crazy right now, man.
Yeah, it really threw me in a bit of a dilemma here. Maybe I could just wait, take
Thanks,
deep.
Matt. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to dig deep in that pockets, man. You might have to go with the guy in Miami.
Yeah, I know. I don't mind him. I have him in another league too, and I kind of like doubling down. So,
all right, I believe Ned only picked Singletary because I just mentioned him. That's the only reason. I wasn't gonna pick him, but I just think it's funny how he got him right there. Let me see.
I got a sleeper quarterback I'm taking.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy. I'm fine with this guy being my QB1. Well, I'll have a committee like I always do, but this is.
I like going to the committee too, but if I see somebody in the 9th round, like Aaron Rodgers,
I'm really hoping my guy falls. I think he will. Because Avery's already got Russ.
Yeah.
Oh, Sky Moore's still there, huh?
Yeah.
There's a couple guys.
Yeah, there's a couple guys. I'm a little torn on this. It's gonna be my 4th receiver. But do I want to see?
Yeah, it's tempting. I know.
I can't stand him.
Yeah.
I can't stand
Neither
but
can I, honestly.
He's my fourth receiver. I'm not too pressed against it. Oh man. He irks me sometimes, bro. He really does. But hey, I like him here, and there's actually another receiver that I think I can get on the other foot that I'm hoping he's gonna be there. So don't snipe my guy. But
yeah, I don't know. I think I just have to take my quarterback here, just in case, like bearing what's just happened.
yeah,
Yeah, let's roll the dice a little.
ooh, okay,
I have Kamara. You know,
yeah.
this is a guy with a lot to play for this year, and a lot of people love the Saints offense for some reason. So let's ride.
Whoa, Ray, you going with 3 tight ends? Oh, we gotta
Wow.
bring Ray back on. You gotta be Ray back on. Ray. So honestly, Ray, I was thinking about doubling up with Fairmouth and Kasicki. I was thinking about getting him next. You take him right before me, but then
Anybody that wants one of them guys, because the second one was a mistake. I wanted to take the wide receiver from the Jets, and somehow I hit Cole Kmet instead. So
oh wait. Let me help you out. So you wanted who from the Jets?
the wide receiver from the
One
Jets.
Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson.
All right.
I thought I hit there, but it went to Cole Kmet for some reason.
All right, we're gonna give you because I thought that was strange. So we're gonna do it for you, okay? We're gonna
You're
do
the
it for
man,
you.
Jerome.
I got you.
All right, I got
Yeah,
you.
I did think that was weird, and the fact that you just
Nah.
yeah, I was like, hold on, you just took 2 tight ends in a row.
Yeah, I was not going to do that. Somehow I hit
right.
the second tight end by mistake.
So we're gonna give you the mulligan. You owe me $10. But yeah, I had to get on. I was like, hold on, why are you picking 2 tight ends? But I do like getting Gesicki, pairing him up with Waller. I was gonna actually do that next. So good stuff, man. Good stuff.
I just wanted a solid backup tight end. I think Gesicki has upside as a pass catcher. Obviously, I think Miami will play in some 2 tight end sets. I'm not 100% sure of that because they do have way more explosive receivers this year. But I think when they get down near the goal line, we're going to need some more size. Maybe they get some touchdowns. And I only need them because I have Darren Waller, so I only need them for 1 week. So I'm good.
No, I agree.
You know,
All right, Ray. Thanks for getting on, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, he owed me $10. Anyway, hey, listen, I went to go get Dobbs. I didn't want him to slide anymore. We talked about, Avery talked about Lazard being the number 1 guy. They love Dobbs down there. Over my guy, who I liked a lot from the Senior Bowl. One blank on his name. Christian Watson. I love Christian Watson. But Dobbs been healthy. He's been playing, and it seems like Aaron Rodgers realized him. I think having him as my 5th wide receiver, I'm not mad at it. And if he turns out to be who I think he might be, with Aaron Rodgers throwing to him, I like it. I might have overdrafted him because I think maybe nobody really knew about it, but I just felt like I just wanted to take him here. I just had to. What do you think about that one?
I like it a lot personally because I just wasn't a big fan of the Claypool pick the round before, so I think you kind of got your I think, yeah, I mean, like you said, dude, this is the Packers player of the summer. So hopefully Aaron Rodgers could use him, and I'm sure they need weapons. Like we said, Allen Lazard's not going to be able to carry this offense by himself. So, yeah, we shall see. I mean, I took Devontae Parker 2 picks before.
Yeah.
And I'm just hoping that guy can go to a system. And I've been saying this for a while, but you would think somebody that's played in the AFC East for so many years and you get signed by the Patriots, that's probably a pretty good sign. That probably means they're seeing that kid hustle, block, and make the smart, tough plays on the field. And a lot of people kind of criticized Devontae Parker the last couple of years. So I'm hoping he's one of those guys that goes in the New England system and turns his career around a bit.
I agree. I agree. All right, we're getting kickers, man. We're getting some kickers.
Yeah,
we got,
it's interesting.
Pearson as the second kicker off the board. We got wide receivers, Chart going off the board. They just got him. Devontae getting Mac Jones to pair up with Herbert. Kirk Cousins going to Lewis. Michael Carter, that's a good pick. Dang, man. Luka, man. His drafting is just annoying. His drafting is so annoying. He gets good guys, man. He just do it.
You think the Jets will split a lot of carries?
I think that he's gonna be like their third down back. I really do. Where he's gonna be able to catch out the backfield, run it when he want to. I think he's solid. We got another defense. So we get a couple of defensive. So we start off with the Bills. We got the Ravens going off. We got the Rams, Buccaneers, and now the 49ers. I think the 49ers defense definitely have a bounce back year. What do you think?
Yeah, no, for sure. I kind of hinted on that earlier. It's just, them. They're the biggest challengers I see to the Rams this year. I think that division's going to be just really fun to see how it all kind of unfolds, and a lot of it rides on Trey Lance. If he can make that jump, the Niners are going to be right there with him because that roster is totally a Super Bowl contender. It's just up to that guy behind center, man.
Definitely. Ned, thanks for being on. He won't be on anymore. I appreciate you being on, bro. Doing your thing as a drafter, and like I said, me and you have to talk. All right, Matt picking Henderson right here and White. Who's that? Oh, the running back for the Tampa Bay. I like White. He's pretty good. Boy, he was another guy I was thinking about in that 11th range. Honestly, I think he's gonna be good. Tua is Luka's starter. Ooh, I wonder how Ray feels about that. Not having. Oh no, Ray has a quarterback. He has Burrow. But Tua going there, I like that, man. We'll see. I mean, I'm hoping he does well because my second overall pick is gonna need him. So yeah. I hope he does well.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I think just the way that he's kind of like just been brought to the league, where like it's been kind of a rough ride for him. Being how great his college career was. I think this new head coaching and I think this system will do a lot of justice for him.
Definitely. All right, we got two tight ends back to back. Clement, who's Chris, you can thank Ray for messing up that pick, so you get to have him.
Yeah, I like.
Hurst going to Zavante. We got Hines going to Lewis. I like it. Ned, do not snipe my guy because I have somebody I'm looking at right now, and he didn't pick him. So let's see if he's there. I think he's there. I'm kind of behind on everybody. But wait, Kenneth Gainwell. Okay. Did Miles Sanders go already? Did I miss that? Yeah, he did.
Wow, we did miss that. I'm surprised we missed that.
I did miss that.
That's good value too.
It is. So since that is there, I do want to get a running back. And I'm going to somewhat reach on him, but this might hurt you a little bit. I'm gonna go Chuba.
Yeah,
had a really good rookie year, and if McCaffrey goes down again, I got somebody that can really hold the ball, keep the ball in there. So
yeah, he played pretty well last year for a couple games that he was the starter. And that's a tough ask. You're a rookie and you're taking Christian McCaffrey's spot 5 weeks in. Oh, okay, buddy.
Yeah. So knowing Christian McCaffrey's health, I don't wish no harm on Christian McCaffrey because I really do hope he stays healthy this year.
Yeah,
I think he's a very good running back. But he's shown that he hasn't been able to. I think Chuba Hubbard, my fifth running back, just in case McCaffrey does go down, I have somebody there. And hey, if anything, maybe we can have a trade or something like that.
Yeah, you never know.
You might want him. All right, we got AV on the clock. We got a little run on running backs in this round, which is pretty cool. Let's see what Avery does. Anything stands out to you, Sam, though? I know you're about to go on the clock, but
yeah, no, I'm just kind of looking at the player pool left, but there's a lot of rookies that are kind of just hovering in this area that are a bit tempting, and I think that's kind of where I'm probably gonna go just based on I think those are the guys that we really don't know. So if you're picking a rookie this late, I think his upsides are probably a little bit higher than some of the other players that are more veteran types.
No, I hear you. I know Avery's on a clock, but he is not in front of his computer right now. So we're going to run that clock. So I'm going to be honest. I haven't been running a clock because you guys have been so great with picking you guys fast. But we're gonna put the clock on for Avery because I don't see him at his desk. He is AFK. So let's do this. And clock is gonna be on. It's gonna be 1 minute since we're past the 10th round. So if he's not on in 1 minute, we will auto draft for him. Sam, what are you thinking right here?
I mean, if there's an auto draft, I'm gonna be pretty mad. I'm not gonna lie, but
Is it your next person on the board?
Yeah, it's a shame, but
it auto draft depends on how many.
Oh yeah, it might
4 running backs, 1 tight end, 1 quarterback. They might do either tight end or quarterback, but it's looking kind of even with wide receiver and running back.
Yeah, no, it'll be interesting. I'm not too worried.
You better hope Avery come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kenneth Walker, I was definitely thinking about it right there too. I probably should have, honestly. But I just think about how McCaffrey is, man. I just had to. I'm not sure how I feel about my running backs. I feel great about my receivers. I don't know how I feel about my running backs. So
if Kenneth Walker does his thing and if he is the true starter by week 3 or 4, I think you're going to be okay. I really do.
Yeah, and I got Mitchell too. I mean, he's been injured, but I got him too. He's kind of a guy. I don't have the guy. And Avery's minute is up, so we're going to auto and Chargers defense. Right.
There we go.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the rookie Sky Moore.
Okay. You got the turnaround. Was you trying to get what's his name though, or are you waiting for Sky Moore?
I was gonna take more. Was there one? I don't. Yeah, there might be
one.
No,
so what I was talking about was the top player on.
It was Gainwell. I think it was more. Yeah, it was more.
Oh, okay. Oh wow.
But
hey man.
Yeah. I think he's just an exciting player that's gonna be in an offense where there's a lot of catches that are now open. Like all these receptions from Hill. There's a lot to fill. So I think the risk is worth taking here, and I'm probably pretty much done with my wideouts. And I love my wide receiving group, but I'm gonna take a few more running backs, maybe a quarterback. But
yeah, you do got good group, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I like it. All right, we got butt kicker going in the 12th round by Ray. He gets the turnaround, so we'll see if we get hit there. Man, let's see. I am curious what he's gonna get here. Cause now it's more about getting depth and everything like that. So okay, he went almost the same route as you, getting
Valdez.
Yeah.
Yeah, that honestly is kind of like the counter pick to what I just did. He at least Scanley had some experience, so I mean he might be, a really important weapon in that offense. Who knows, Chiefs use a lot of guys.
I like it though. I like it. Igminati. Oh, I was thinking of tight end next.
Yeah. Albert Owika. I don't know. It's a tough pronunciation, but I do like this guy. I honestly think that
let's get ready on. He's gonna be able to pronounce it for us. What's his name?
Who is it?
Albert O. I know that's how they call
Denver
him.
tight end.
Ukuea.
Yeah. That's why I always go with Ray, man. Thanks, Ray.
No problem.
I just call him Albert O.
Yeah.
But it's very interesting. Avery's back on the clock, so let's get him in 1 minute.
But I think a lot of players on that Denver offense this year, just their stock's a little bit raised because
he's a fast tight end, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it was crazy when they drafted him, and they already had Noah Fant, who was also a really fast tight end. So I thought that was interesting to have those two.
Yeah, has Fant going yet? That's a good little
He
question.
He hasn't.
Huh. Yeah. See, that's somebody I could see catching some passes in Seattle. You know what I mean?
I was thinking about that too, but we'll see. All right, Avery time is up, and he's gonna get a kicker. Carlson, he's actually a pretty good kicker.
Yeah, he's a good kicker.
All right, I know it's my turn. So I have
Maybe another tight end.
I was thinking about that. But I'm gonna go.
Gainwell.
How many running backs I had? One. I got 4 running backs. I'm gonna go with the guy that I thought was gonna be going by now, Kendrick Gainwell. Especially if Miles Sanders is gonna be out. I think Kendrick Gainwell is gonna get a lot, and they really do like him. So I'm pretty much good with running backs now. I probably won't go back running back now for the rest of the draft, but we'll see. We'll definitely see. All right, Ned's on the clock. Let's see what he does. Is somebody playing music in the background? Are you hearing that, or that's just me?
Yeah, no, I heard it for a sec.
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah,
Is
no,
that
neither
you or
do I.
me? Hold on. Not me.
I think.
Is that you, Sam?
I don't
You got
know.
music coming out somewhere? I'm like,
I
what
don't
is that
think
music
so.
coming from? All right, Ned is not picking. He got 1 minute. I don't know if Ned's on, but he will get auto drafted in 1 minute. So, and if anybody's done with their draft, just put it yourself on auto draft. We do appreciate you guys. Darius said good pick. Are you talking about my pick, Darius?
I think he wanted Alberto. I could be wrong.
Oh, he's saying your pick, Sam. Yeah,
One-
that was a good pick. That was a good pick.
Yeah, no, I think I'm probably gonna have to take another quarterback here, though.
Yeah, I
There's-
was thinking that too. I'm weird with quarterbacks, taking 2 quarterbacks. I mean,
Yeah,
sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. We'll see.
You could just pick one up. Like it's just like honestly taking one quarterback. If you're playing fantasy football for the first time, you listen to this. Honestly, you should be probably trying to just take one quarterback because then you get
No.
multiple shots of redemption
agree.
at a running back or potential wide receiver that gets injured.
Because
So
this is how I think about it too. But like, I mean, if there's an Aaron Rodgers, if there's a Russell Wilson, obviously the top 4 guys, you take them, obviously. But anything after that, and I'm gonna simulate Ned's.
yeah,
Anything. Hold on. What? Oops. Let me get myself back in here. And I'll explain that afterwards. Hold on. There you go. I'm gonna kind of do this, but for me, I think that every year the difference between a guy that's off the bench and not, or in the pool, is not that huge. And every year there's a guy. And Darren's in here saying, "Sorry, I couldn't be on earlier. But Lamar is home."
should we bring him in?
Of course, you had to get him. I understand. We all know you was gonna get him. That's why we left him there just for you, man. That's what we all like got together and was like, all right, nobody picked Lamar. We did it for you, man. We did it for you, coach. That's our wedding gift to you, sir. That's our wedding gift to you. If you don't know, Darren just got married, so congratulations to him and Mrs. Braxton. But yeah, that's just my strategy. I just think that there's always that one quarterback that is on the waiver wire you could get.
Yeah, exactly.
Greatest gift ever. funny. But yeah, I just think there's always somebody in the waiver wire or quarterback that emerges and then have a good year. Especially if you don't have somebody that's like a big name. So somebody like Zavante, who has Mac Jones as his starting quarterback. If you don't play well, you can find somebody on that. I wouldn't risk a roster spot. I mean, if you feel like, hey, I think this guy, I should have him on my roster, do it. Somebody like a John Luca too, he has like 2. If you don't believe in him, you can take another guy. But for me, I just win. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
A little run on tight ends. We got Hunter Henry and Noah Fant. I actually was thinking about one of those on the back end coming around. But what do you think about those picks?
Yeah, no, we kind of talked about Fant earlier. I think him and Henry are both like your best options if you still need a tight end and you're probably past round 10 to 12. I took Albert O from Denver.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. You
God
giving these
damn.
guys too much tips. Maybe we should just be quiet for the rest of this.
Yeah, for real. It's tough. You
No,
gotta find that balance.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to draft and try to keep your secrets, but not like, still
Yeah.
kind of give good tips for everybody watching. I agree. And Joku just went. Nice. Yeah, we're getting a little run on tight ends now. Oh, all right. I gotta see if he meant to do. Oh, he don't have no tight ends. All right, that makes sense. I think he meant to do that. Irv Smith just went off the board. He must know I'm about to go get another tight end then. All right, we got a little run on tight ends right now. Backup tight ends.
Yeah, I don't mind Irv. I kind of like Irv Smith. I mean,
Yeah,
I think he
I
has some
thought he was gonna
upside.
be good a while ago. Honestly, I kind of like gave up on him at
Yeah.
this point. He only 2 years in the league though, so
Yeah,
his
I think he was
third year,
injured last year too, if I remember correctly. But
Yeah. And I think that's the biggest thing about him. He's been injured,
injured.
but he's definitely dynamic player. I like that Kendrick pick right there, man. And obviously he's from Baltimore. He's going to Baltimore, so obviously he's picking up all the Baltimore guys. You know how he is. But I like the pick. I like it. I mean, it's definitely a solid pick, especially if JK don't pan out. What do you think about that?
Yeah, no, I think it's definitely like a pretty. I mean, you're obviously going from a Baltimore Ravens fan as well, so you could kind of sense that Darren knows that if JK doesn't completely work, they're going to use 4 or 5 guys. Like they're going to try whoever they have. And Kenyon Drake, they paid him, so he will get carries. He will get snaps in that backfield. So I think it's definitely worth the pick this late.
Definitely. I like it. Darren, if you can get on, man, we haven't talked to you all night. I want to hear some of what you think about your picks. So if you could get on, definitely try to.
For sure.
All right, we got Rondé Moore. He was a guy that I had on my board. That
Yeah,
I like it.
Pretty late for Rondale Moore. I really think. I don't know. I feel like he just mixes well with what Kyler does. They're both that tiny, nifty, short. I don't know. I think Moore's a really talented player, and I think he almost has as much upside as this year as someone like Elijah Moore, who went in the 7th. It's
needed multiple running backs since Jobs gets hurt. Yep, and with no Gus or Dobbs to start, Jake is the one. Yep, Drake is definitely the one. I like it. I like the logic on it, man. I do. So don't hate it. And he's like your 5th running back? Whoa, he's on your 4th? Ugh. Yeah. I mean, it's a good 4th, though. It's definitely a good 4th. Surprised you got somebody good that far down. I didn't realize you didn't have a 4th guy. But I like it. All right, we got picks coming in, man. Tyler Bass. I love Tyler Bass. Just his swag, man. He's a swaggy little kicker, man. I've seen him at the Senior Bowl. He's just a little. He got that that quiet swag, like he just like the confidence,
Yeah.
I like him, man. He's cool.
I like Cervante going Jahan Dotson there.
Yeah, he getting look. If you notice, he getting all the young guys.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, for real.
He getting a young team. I like it.
I've seen some reports too saying that Jahan Dotson's like the best player in Washington camp. Like I've seen that like multiple times. But I think Washington's going to be honestly a team that might produce a lot of fantasy value for a random reason, just because Carson Wentz still. We've talked about all these guys tonight that had this make or break it year, and imagine playing in the same division as the team that basically told you, "Hey, you got us to a Super Bowl opportunity, and we don't need you anymore because we have Nick Foles." Carson's got to be a little fired up for this year, and I think
I agree.
This Washington team is getting a little overlooked right now.
Definitely. All right, so I'm gonna start the clock on Lewis because I'm not sure he's picking.
Yeah.
But we got the man in here, Mr. Coach, Mr. Newlywed, Mr. Taking all Ravens, Mr. Braxton. What's up, bro?
So
all right, before you start, what's up with you and Darius right now, man? What's up with y'all? What y'all doing right now?
Listen, man. It was a lot going on. Don't judge me. I had grandma's birthday today. Like I couldn't get away. It's So I made
Okay.
sure to draft my guys, but then my phone wasn't working right. I couldn't like get on. I couldn't hear, couldn't connect.
Oh
But
no.
I've been watching. I've been following. Our new guy, Mr. White, I'm mad at him already. Me and him got beef. He took my kicker. He took my kicker.
Very
Yo,
early. Eighth round.
seriously, like,
Eighth
bruh.
round. Sorry, eighth round.
Listen, I knew after Mark Andrews when I was like, all right, I got to get Lamar because I want at least one Raven. I'll leave at least one. And then my next pick after Lamar would have been Gabe Davis, but Gabe Davis went right behind him.
Yeah, Gabe Davis, man. I'm telling y'all, I put him on the map, man. Everybody's getting him now.
Listen, he's already in 2 of my other leagues, so yeah, I mean, listen, he the truth. Gotta love him. But I love my first rounder.
Nice.
It's too
man.
solid.
I like it. I'm gonna go with Jameis Williams here, but Darren, you might want to pay attention to my next few picks because somebody you might be thinking about. And I'm not gonna do it too much, but hey, man.
Listen, that Noah Fant one was needed because I was like, I know I got Kittle, but who's my backup?
Yeah,
Thought
if you
about
didn't get
Hockenson,
no
but
fan,
that
it's
was
coming
too
to me.
early.
No fan was definitely coming to me next, so it was definitely a good pick. All right, my man. Talk to you later. All right, we're gonna put Avery on the clock because he's still not at his desk. I don't know what's going on with that, but Sam, who are you thinking about now, man?
I think I need one more running back just to kind of complete my roster, but it'll be interesting to see where Avery goes here. I think you made a great pick there, just kind of taking potential, just being that he was the top pick, one of the top picks in the draft this year, and he's playing on a team that is probably going to be losing a bunch of games still, and they're going to throw the football a lot. So Jameson Williams, I think it's a solid pick, especially in round 14 right now. 14. How about Alec Pierce too, the Indianapolis Colt? I really like that
right
kid.
before me, I was like, man, like I didn't even think about that pick. I was just like, that's a really good pick.
Yeah, like Matt Ryan's going to have to throw to someone else besides Michael Pittman, and I don't know if I view Pittman still as a number one wideout. So
yeah. Wow, Higbee going to Avery as an auto draft. I mean, Higbee's a big pick actually, especially as a backup. I like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Isaiah Spiller here.
Spiller, dude, that's a good pick. I like it.
Yeah, I just think, I mean, Eckler again. Like we're talking about guys with injury histories. There still is an injury history there, and the Chargers do use multiple backs, and I think they might do that this year. I think I'm just taking my defense.
I like that Ingram pick this late. That's a great solid backup pick right there too. All right, I'm gonna pick Avery on the clock as soon as you get done.
Yep.
I'm gonna pick my guy because I want Darren to see this, man. I think he might be proud of me. Eagles deep. Ooh, see, I'm getting on that round when I'm about to start doing defense because I never pick defense early, and I'm glad that you think just like me. Picking the Eagles defense, man. That's a good pick, man. That was a team that I was hoping kind of went to me. I know a lot of people was not high on the Eagles defense, but they've done a lot for that defense lately, man.
Yeah, I mean, you really look at it, and there's not a lot of spots that are like kind of anymore. I feel like the Eagles for years have had problems in the secondary and problems in the linebacking core, and the secondary is probably going to be one of the best in the NFC, if not the best. Avery took Kenny Galladay.
Yeah, he actually picking great. I'm going with a guy, very sleeper guy. You guys know how much I'm in love with this guy. Hold on, pause. But I can't even find him on here. Jeez.
Isaiah Likely. There you go.
I don't think people know how much this guy's gonna get touches. Him being my second tight end, get him this late, probably gonna be only one other skill position player I'll pick. I just want to take a chance on him, man. I think he's gonna have a great year.
No, for sure. I mean, I feel
everybody's
like
gonna be on Andrews, so
yeah, you have Freiermuth, so I feel like it's just a really good pairing where, like, if he doesn't, kind of take that jump that you're expecting him to. Maybe likely turns into, just a force. The Ravens are lacking weapons. I mean, they're expecting Bateman to come in this year and really just, be a one. Like, I don't know if that's going to happen.
Yeah, and I really do think that the Ravens are going to start doing a lot more 2 tight end sets because they're going to start running a lot more as well. So Isaiah Likely's going to be on the field. I really do think that. So, double up on running back?
On defense, you mean?
Defense. I said running back. Defense? Whoa. I mean, his first defense was simulated, so maybe he's just like, I want to get my defense.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. We'll definitely talk. I'm definitely gonna have to text Lewis later on, see what's up with that. But I mean, especially if late in this round and there's a lot of players from here down that might get cut and stuff like that, there's gonna be somebody. Devontae Kitten Watkins, that's my guy, man. I had to get Dobbs a little bit earlier than that, like 2-3 spots earlier. I think Dobbs is gonna get. I think Watkins is definitely the future, though. He's definitely the future. So I'm curious to see what he does this year, for real, though. All right, we got some defense going on with the Broncos defense. McCall Harmon going. How do you feel about McCall? Like, he seems like he's starting to get buried on a depth chart, but they was really high on him at one point.
Yeah, I know. It's definitely interesting to see, and I don't know. I feel like the Chiefs just have used so many guys where they influx 6 wideouts, and then they'll just change it based on what Mahomes is seeing early and how he's connecting with his guys. And sometimes Hardman will have this huge role, and then sometimes you'll just be like, he's played 6 snaps in the first half. Like, what's going on? But I think this late.
I mean, I think they've been trying to use more just on punt returns, but he's really good at. It's just the wide receiver thing. It's just interesting to see what he does with that. So, all right, Matt, he's on the board. We got Young Koo. How you say his name?
Young Wei Koo. Young Wei Koo.
Yeah, there you go. Love the name. Love it. I'm surprised that Avery didn't try to go.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah. So Jesse Palmer. I'm not Jesse Palmer.
It's
Josh
Jordan,
Palmer.
right? Josh
Jordan.
Palmer.
Is it Jordan or Josh?
It's Josh, I think, actually.
Joshua, yeah, Josh Palmer. He's a good third wide receiver for them, and they're gonna try to throw in I'm about to say San Diego, LA. So he's gonna be good, man.
Sure. Oh, there's my guy.
Your guy, Robinson, man. Hey.
Yeah, that's my guy right there.
Yeah.
I wanted him honestly to finish out my draft. I think he's gonna he's a chance to lead our team in receptions this year. I really do.
Nice.
But
all right, we got Jones going off the field. Man, I don't know about Jones, man. I feel like he's washed now.
Yeah, man, it's been a while.
Yeah, Marvin Jones. He might be like the 4th guy now. I mean,
yeah, he might have been close to getting cut, to be honest.
Yeah.
So if he was playing in the preseason game, I mean, like
32 years old, man.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
He was really good in Detroit for a while.
He was a guy, and he just Justin Fields.
Yeah,
okay.
that's interesting.
I think that's the situation that I was talking about earlier. Where you have a guy and it's like maybe. So maybe I had to start looking at quarterbacks. I do got Aaron Rodgers. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to get it. That's probably why. I don't think I'm going to go quarterback. I mean, Lawrence is still there.
KJ Hamler just went. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
He's just a smaller wideout in Denver. Like, I feel like Russ is it's gonna be interesting to see how that team is. They might be one of the most fun teams to watch in the league. I feel like.
No, yeah, and they got that guy now, and even before Russ got there, I was like, man, their receiver core is stacked, especially when they still had Noah Fant there too. Like, man, their receivers are stacked, and that's why I thought,
yeah, where'd Judy go?
Do something. He went to Seattle. He was in the Rush trade.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So very interesting. Very interesting to see how that goes. All right, we got Chris on the board. I'm wondering what he's gonna do because he got kicker. He got a defense. He got 2 tight ends. A couple running backs. He might go running back again here. Got 4. So maybe he want to round up 5. 2 quarterbacks already. It looked like he has 4 wide receivers, so he could go either one, wide receiver, running back. He gets okay. Picking Michigan guys now. I see, huh? Picking Michigan guys. I see, huh? Okay, I see you, Chris. I see you. All right. Who is this? Oh, wait, what? I can't even pick it. Yeah, I got it. Leroy Watson. Whoa. Okay. So, all right, we gotta get some explanations. Do you know anything about Watson?
That's the one name I have not heard of.
All right, let's bring him on. Let's bring him on because I want to know about this pick. All right, Vontae, what do you know that we don't know? Because I pay attention to football, but I ain't even heard of this guy. Who is he, and why you pick him here, man?
I'm not gonna sit here a lot. I don't know. I have been going. I have been. You called me out earlier. I'm just going with young players. So I just been doing that because I like to gamble. So it's like you never know. Some of these receivers that I picked up and some tight ends, some rookies I picked up, they can just show out and do something crazy. So
hey, he's a New England tight end. You never know. So I just wanted to get you in. I mean, it's your 3rd tight end too. So I was like, huh? But like I said, some of these guys can be throwaway guys. So I just want to see if there was any significance to it, man.
How about OBJ going after that too, sneaking in there?
Ooh. Okay. Sorry for kicking you off like that, Vontae. Thanks for getting on. Yeah, he's still a free agent, so we'll see how that goes. But hey, that was a sneaky good play right there. I didn't even think about him.
That'll be one of the more interesting storylines to just kind of keep an eye on. Because right around week 7 to week 8, right around that trade deadline, there's going to be a team that needs him. Like, I honestly believe that. And you imagine a Baltimore Raven type of team getting OBJ for the playoff fight? Like,
yeah, I like it. I picked Packers defense because I like their defense. I think their defense gets slept on, honestly. And I said this before. I don't know if I said it on the Air It Out podcast. I said it somewhere. I think their defense is going to be better than their offense, actually, this year.
Really?
For once. So I'm liking the Packers defense. I always rarely like to get defenses because sometimes I just stream them. So I got them there. Myers went right after me. He's probably going to be one of their best receivers in New England. So Avery, I like the pick, man. I like it. You getting Robbie Gould. You think he still got some left in the tank, man?
I don't know. I think it's just an offense they're gonna move the ball a lot. He's gonna have just a lot of opportunities to kick, and he's not somebody that's gonna miss a lot of kicks. So I feel like it's just a safe play.
I'm down for it. I like it. Ray's on the clock. He got 2, and then he got 1 after that. So he's gonna end up the night for us. We're winding down to this is the nitty gritty, man. He takes the Kansas City running back. So I heard of this kid before. He went to Rutgers. Yeah. Pretty good back. I'm very curious how he does. Like it says right here, he said it right here. He survived cutting down. I was literally just about to say he just survived it, but I think he's a good option for them. They do got some good running backs there, so we'll see. I mean, anything you want to tell me about him, Sam? You're close to him being in PA right now.
Yeah, no, I was definitely interested in that pick, and Rutgers is just a program that just seems like they're quietly getting better every year, and producing some more pros. And I think Kansas City still needs a running back, so like they're gonna do a lot of experimental type of probably substituting in the beginning of the year. So it'll be interesting to see if he gets a snap in here and there, but. You remember last year, Jerick McKinnon just came right into the game and just started, catching passes, running the ball well. And I feel like it's that type of system where it's so easy to play with somebody that good as Patrick Mahomes that, someone could go in there like that guy, get, 6 catches for 100 yards and somehow,
Yeah. Part of the reason why I was kind of like iffy on Hilaire, man, because, and he goes triple running back. I like it, Ray. Jamal Williams right there. He's going to definitely be the number 2 running back. And, hey, if something happens to Swift, who has some injury history, that'll be a good option there, man. Right. it's funny because I was just looking at Ray's running backs. I'm like, all right, like his top 3 guys really good, but then kind of dropped off. He did very well to get him some depth with Ingram and Williams right there. I like it. Sammy Watkins. Ooh, okay.
I think it's my least favorite pick of the night, honestly.
Hey man, it's next to last.
Yeah.
It's next to last. So, hey, take a chance on him. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. I mean,
Yeah.
again, like we kind of talked about Green Bay, why the weapons don't really have an identity yet. So
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, their receiver core is definitely a question mark. Oh, like Robbie Anderson. I'm hearing he might get traded.
yeah, it's
But hey,
interesting.
man, he's right now he's number 2. Hey,
Yeah.
so
It's interesting to see what he was saying about Baker, though. Like, I just don't think
yeah,
you're really a great teammate, honestly, or you must have a horrible character if you're like, I don't know. It just seemed a little like a weird, strange situation.
definitely.
And I get
I'm gonna-
Darnold and him and Darnold have their combination, but
I agree. I'm torn between McLaughlin, and Mangum, but I trust McManus a little bit better. Him being in Denver, that offense is definitely gonna move. So picking him there. Nico Collins. Ooh, I love the guy. Michigan guy, and that Michigan
yeah,
guy.
an ITH guy.
Yeah, ITH guy as well. Yeah, I like him, man. He's a guy that I think he's gonna have a good year. He's gonna be the second wide receiver actually. So,
Yeah.
I was actually surprised that Houston didn't really get a big upgrade at wide receiver. Honestly, I was very surprised with that. But I love Nico Collins. Oh no, I'm sorry, they did get what's his name? But he's injured.
Oh, Mechie, right?
Mechie, there you go. Yeah, they get Mechie, but Mechie's
Yeah, that's a
playing
shame,
for that,
man.
Yeah,
It's a damn
it is.
shame.
Hopefully he plays again. It's definitely a shame, but we'll see. We got Prater just went. We got Bell. Oh man,
Yeah.
this guy's picking randoms. This is David Bell. David Bell. Oh shit.
Yeah,
I
he
forgot
was
the
on
guy.
Purdue. He was pretty good on Purdue last year.
Yeah, he
I-
was. Yeah, he's a solid guy. I don't know where he's at in the depth chart because it looks like they got some pretty solid receivers out there now, especially with Cooper being there. But hey, late in the rounds, why not? Late
Yeah,
in the round. So
rebuilding team, pretty much.
definitely. All right, Chris is on the board. You gonna pick another Michigan guy? Let's see what he gets there. Anybody that you're kind of eyeing is like maybe a sleeper guy. I mean,
Yeah,
you
no,
know, you're like me. You got your defense now. You got your kicker. Now you get one more depth person. Anybody kind of
Yeah, I'm thinking just one more running back probably, and I don't know. I thought the wide receivers would be a little bit deeper right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can see Jalen Tolbert being a guy you take a flyer on. Just being, there's a lot of Dallas's receiving core is just not really set in stone yet.
Am I tripping? Oh man. Okay. I don't think one of my favorite players didn't get picked.
He just didn't get picked.
No.
That's
Yeah,
interesting.
he hasn't. Oh man, I'm grabbing him if you're not getting picked. Yeah, he's not there. I'm gonna stay quiet though, just in case. Got some sneaks out there, man.
Yeah,
He's
for
trying to
sure.
pick my stuff.
What about Osborne on the Vikings? I mean, I feel like he had a decent last year. It'd be worth a flyer. Adam Thielen's kind of upping in age. I don't mind Raheem Mostert really. I mean, Miami's kind of a it's going to be a committee backfield, I'm pretty sure, unless Chase Edmonds just turns into an absolute animal. But I like Gerald Everett going here. Honestly, the Chargers. He's on the Chargers now.
That's a good pick.
Good player, good
Yeah.
offense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's. Yeah, he's their starter, ain't he?
Yeah, they don't have another
Wow.
tight end that I know of.
3 tight ends, but hey, if you can find another starter this late, why not?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, Darren, I gotta give it to you on October, bro. He might be their number 2 wide receiver until what's his name come back? Galladay.
Gallup, you mean?
Gallup, sorry.
You're good.
I love the pick, man. I love it. Wow, that's a really good pick. Who? Hold on. I gotta look at this. I have no idea who that is.
Tyrion Davis Price. Vaguely know who that is.
Wow. All right. Let me bring. Oh, John Lucas not gonna be on. Dang, I wanted to ask him about it. Interesting.
Oh,
Yeah, I had
Deshaun
him.
Watson just went.
Whoa.
So now Chris has 3 quarterbacks. So I might be looking to trade with him if Jameis
Yeah,
Winston
I mean,
stinks it
hey,
up.
shoot.
Like there's
Hey,
no
yeah,
way he needs Dak,
maybe-
Watson,
Listen,
and
that
Allen.
might be a power move because you got Winston. You give Winston maybe 6 weeks, see if he plays right, and then you got Watson right there in the wings that you maybe could trade for.
Yeah, exactly.
Either that or if you like this, you want to give a Des Prescott.
Yeah.
That's a power move right there. I like that, Chris. Congrats, man. End up his draft really well. I like that. And we got Lois on. My guy's approaching, man. I'm kind of happy about this.
Matt said the Niners like Davis Price enough to cut Trey Sermon, which they did do. They said Davis Price is a size, speed profile guy. Kyle Shanahan fave.
Really?
So I mean, honestly, I love that pick. Then just based on how the Niners it's hard for them to find a guy, and obviously, I don't want to insult your team, Jerome. Oh yeah.
He did?
Yeah, he went a while ago. He went.
What? I didn't even see him. I looked through the whole thing.
He went around 8 to Ned.
Oh, that was way early.
Yeah.
I would have paid him like 11. I was surprised. I was like, hold on. All right. Shoot. Why not? I mean, let me see who we got here. Man, this is interesting.
Yeah, it gets tough.
That's a good pick too. There's still a lot of good players still on the board. I'm not gonna lie. There's still a lot. I'm gonna go with the guy. He was. I only got one quarterback, and I know exactly what I just said. But hey, Lawrence is supposed to be that guy. If he becomes that guy, we'll see.
Exactly.
I mean, why not? Potential. So I'm gonna take him there.
Yeah. Let's see. Wonder where Avery goes here. He might just be. I'm debating on going running back or wide out. I don't know if it really matters that much.
What's up, Avery? What are you doing in the last round of the draft, man?
First of all, don't hate, okay? Relax. All right? I just wanted to say what's up because I didn't really get to interact too much.
We miss you.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a guy who I guess the other targets gotta go to this guy, right? Or somebody else on that roster. And so I'm gonna go with Curtis.
I was literally just looking at him. I was just looking at him.
Like, you know what? Let's see if he can do something. We saw him produce at his previous stint. And then he gets traded, right? He gets traded, but has a really, really, really down year. So we'll see. We'll see what happens this year. I mean, I think obviously we know Terry's gonna Terry. Let's see what Curtis can do this year, you know?
Okay. All right, Sam, you got Foreman, man. How you feel about that?
Pretty good. Honestly, it worked out like very well. I think that he's probably in competition with Hubbard for that second spot. And maybe if McCaffrey goes down, it kind of just makes it a little less easier on me that I have a 50-50 chance of potentially just getting some production from Foreman behind Hubbard, or if they just split carries.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it makes sense, man. It makes sense. I like it. And then Titans defense going last, Ray going double the tight defenses. Very interesting there. But guys, they're gonna do it for us, man. I got Avery Collins on here since he's in here. We're gonna let him close this out, man. First and foremost, what is your total overall thought of what's going on with this draft? How you feel about it? How you feel about your draft? And who you think is gonna win?
Man, overall, I think the draft went really well. I think you shook the game up by taking a receiver 4th overall. You took the projected best receiver in the draft this year, 4th overall, and then there was just a run on receivers. You're talking top tier receivers. So I think that shifted everybody's draft board because typically, like you said, we've got it's running back load, especially in the PPR league, right? You're talking about touches, you're talking about yards, you're talking about catches out the backfield, you're talking about touchdowns, all those different things. Starting running backs, they're going to get the rock. So it was interesting to see Cooper Kupp go number 4. And then again, a run of receivers, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Stephon Diggs, and then Deebo Samuel, all in the first round, the first half of the round, really. So that was interesting to see. A lot of names that we did not expect. I did not expect for Nick Chubb to fall to the end of the first round. Like that, to me, is kind of wild, looking at the fact that they're going to be run heavy without Deshaun Watson, right? They're not going to throw the ball too much with Jacoby Brissett. Nick Chubb is a high-volume guy. Obviously, there's always the chance of Nick Chubb, the past, recent years, is like, all right, he'll be out for 2 to 3 games, But the production, man, is just absolutely out of this world. So it was interesting. But
yeah, I think that the running backs at the end of the first round went perfect spots. Like Dalvin Cook should have got down earlier, maybe. And that could have been my fault. But like the Nick Chubb, the Swift, like where everything was high, everything was going, that was like the perfect spot for him right there.
But I mean, all in all, I want to say I'm going to start with Luka. I think Luka has a really solid team, man. Like he always drafts well. He really always drafts. I've yet to see the guy make a questionable or head scratching pick. You're like, I mean, the only concern I have is obviously his running backs. With Clyde Edwards-Helaire in a pass heavy offense being your number 2 running back, but your number 1 running back. That's 3. And number 1 running backs are Joe Mixon and Dalvin Cook. And then receiver, a steal with Cortland Sutton in the 4th round. Absolute steal with Russell Wilson. I mean, absolutely bananas. And then you get the speedster and Marquise Hollywood Brown, who, I mean, look, D-Hop is going to be out for a couple games. Hollywood Brown has a huge upside to really put up some huge numbers the first half of the season. And then you turn around, and I don't know how, but you landed Hawkinson, who's just, I mean, he's always productive every year. I mean, solid team, but I think honestly overall, man, I'm looking at yeah, man, it's really tough, but I'm really looking at, if I had to pick somebody to win it right now, just off of what I'm seeing right now, man, Coach got a really good team, man.
He does. I'd hate to admit it, but he does. I hate to admit it. He does, though.
Coach got a really good team. I'm talking Nick Chubb, Devontae Adams, Lamar Jackson, George Kittle, and those are just his first 4 picks. Then you get Josh Jacobs, who you know is going to run the Rockies, hard-nosed runner. Rashad Bateman, that was a reach, right? But Lamar's got to throw it to somebody. And then I don't know how Adam Thielen fell so far. I mean, somebody's got to eat up targets other than Justin Jefferson, right? Like, and he's always productive.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a really solid squad. If they stay healthy, he's my pick probably right now to win. But then obviously Sam
did go too.
The receivers,
if his running backs definitely stay healthy.
Yeah, I mean, but really it's the receivers. I mean, he didn't miss. A.J. Brown, production. Terry McLaurin, production. Allen Robinson finally has a quarterback. He might end up being his number 1 wide receiver. He might end up being his number 1 wide receiver because he finally.
I have him in our league.
He's literally a poor man's DeAndre Hopkins. He produces no matter who's throwing him the ball. And so I think, and then Amon-Ra St. Brown, I mean, whether it's Hard Knocks or just right. whether it's Hard Knocks, whether it's on the film, or whether it's just the word coming out of camp, the guy is just he's balling.
Yeah,
He's so good.
Yeah, so it's so good. AJ Dillon, you know he's going to give you touchdowns. Maybe not production and yardage and carries, but in goal line situation, you know he's getting the rock. He's going to get you anywhere from 8 to 15 points a game. That's really solid as your third back. And you got Christian McCaffrey and Alvin Kamara. I know they're risky. I know. But the upside on them guys, geez Louise. If they stay healthy, you know that golly, Sam. I mean, he's my second pick, but right now I would have to say Coach. He's got my.
I kind of like not being the favorite. A little pressure off here.
Yeah, and then Jameis Winston, that's a head scratcher, but I see why.
Yeah.
Right, he's going to have to spread the ball around. He can't key on these guys. He's going to have to spread the ball around. And Jameis puts up numbers. It's not like the issue is the only concern is whether he's going to turn the ball over.
Yeah.
Outside of that, you know he's going to put numbers up. So I think,
and if you're throwing 2 picks and 400 yards in fantasy, I'll take the -4. Throw 400 yards with 4 touchdowns. Then you know what I mean? Like it's fine.
Exactly. So I think really really solid team. If I had to make my pick, I'm thinking Coach is going to make a nice little run there. But it'll be very, very interesting to see, man. It's been a pleasure jumping on with you guys. As always, Sam, always holding it down. The CEO, Jerome Jones, in the building. Y'all did amazing. Appreciate you guys. The fifth annual Inside the Hashes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Listen, fantasy football draft is over. Complete finito, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Avery. I'm out of here. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and do y'all thing.
Yes, sir. Thanks for Avery for being on, man. And guys, thank y'all for checking us out on the 5th annual fantasy draft, man. We love doing this every year. Have you guys get some insight of who you should be drafting. Hopefully you have your draft and you do some good stuff as well, man. And let us know in the comment section below who you get. Let us know how you feel about being in the playoffs this year. And good luck to everybody, man. Just an exciting time of the year. We got fantasy going on. We got college football just started this weekend. We have high school football been going on for like 2 weeks, at least down here. It's just been crazy with football, man. So it's an exciting time. I'm glad that we get to do this every year because it always just starts the season right when we do this, man. So thank you guys for checking us out. Thanks for everybody for listening to us. Everybody that's been supporting us for the last couple of years. We've been doing some great stuff so far. Keep checking us out because we're going to keep doing great stuff. Inside the Hashes, remember the name because we're going to do some great stuff with what we're doing right now. So thank you guys for everything. Jerome Jones, that is Sam Kirk. Sam, you got anything you want to end off on, man?
No, thanks for tuning in, guys. Hopefully you keep up with us during the season. We'll have some more fantasy advice for you and possibly some articles just to keep you guys in check throughout the year. And, good luck to everyone out there drafting this week and this month, really. I'm excited for this to start. I'm sure you guys are too. So thanks for tuning in tonight.
All right, man. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Peace.